Okay, now, Stephen, blow out the candles.
Wait, Stephen, don't forget to make a wish.
I don't know why that sounds so shitty. Oh, well, who the fuck cares? Hey, this is Red Band coming to you live from Death Squad Studios for a brand new episode of the House Chronicles. We have a good one tonight. A lot of people. We have overbooked episode of the House Chronicles, but one of the people that we do have booked is Brody Stevens, and he's here. And it's always been a tradition, Brody, to go through and tell us who's all here right now, Brody.
Well, I don't know everybody's name. I know my name. My name is Stephen Brody Stevens. I know your name, Red Band. Yes. I know Rocco's name, Rocco.
Yes.
Rocco, is this your first time here?
No, it's my
Third time. Okay, I couldn't remember. Dude, I have so many people here.
I know we have Earl Skakel. Yes. Notre Dame High School, San Fernando Valley podcast, roast battle. Then we have you're the new guy, Joe.
That's me, Joe.
And I just added you on Twitter.
I did. I appreciate that.
What's your last name? It starts with an S.
Joe Dosh.
You got it. And then what's your name again? The girl, I forget you.
Pamela.
Yeah, Pamela. I see her around at the Comedy Store. So we have Pamela, we have Joe, we have Brody, we have Earl, we have Rocco, we have Brian. Red Band, yes. House Chronicles, Pasadena, you got it.
So we started off today with an old Rat song, even though that's shitty quality. And the main reason is because right now I have rats in my house. This is a live video feed of my kitchen.
Right now.
Right now. We got the live trap on the right side, which is bullshit. Then we got this wall. We have, I think, 5 or 6 mouse or rat traps.
Wait, I see a mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's the pointer.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I also got sticky traps. It's been a hell. We can go back. Let's go back 5 minutes and see if we can see anything.
Whoa, there's one.
There he is.
From 5 minutes ago?
5 minutes ago. Whoa. Now, this motherfucker is the smartest goddamn rat I've ever seen. It's been a journey trying to catch this.
Look how big he is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus. And
a mouse or something.
And he's got a girlfriend, guys. So I have to catch these before they start having babies everywhere. Because they make babies every 24 days.
It's cute, though. I mean,
what's your landlord do?
Yeah. Landlord's trying to blame it on me. So, because I guess it's the law. Like, if you have rats in the house, they have to get them out after you put down traps and try for a while.
After you give it a shot.
How do you know it's not virtual reality?
I don't know anymore.
No, I mean, how could you get blamed on the rats?
Because when I go in my backyard, sometimes I'll sit on my patio, like on my steps going into my back door.
Right.
And I just keep the door open because I'm sitting right there. You
Yeah.
know? And they go, well, you always have the door open. They just run in. I'm like, I'm sitting right there. There's no rat that's going to come up and run right next to me up my stairs, you know? But it's because they have to pay for like a professional to come out, and that's hundreds of dollars. Yeah, no, try to get out. So I've been doing it myself. I bought an this thing that shocks them if they go inside of it. I've had glue traps. I now just put 5 of these crazy traps down here.
Did you try cocaine? I heard cocaine kills them.
No. A lot of people are like, why don't you use poison? Because you don't want to use poison because then they'll go in your walls and then just start smelling and shit like that. It's totally changed my life, though. Have you guys ever had any rats? Like, it's makes me want to move out of my house instantly.
I had mice in New York City when I lived in Brooklyn. That's not rats. That's a whole new level. That's scary. Mice are actually kind of cute.
They're cute and they're pretty dumb too. Like they're easy to catch. Mice are.
Yeah, I caught them.
What with this video camera, I've been noticing how rats are just like bending over the trap and just barely taking it off, like smart shit.
Wow.
I'll show you. I have 2 cameras. I'm gonna switch to the other camera in my kitchen.
Nothing like New York City rats, though. Yeah. Those things are.
They're like 4 feet long.
They eat pizza. They push people on the subway tracks.
Red Band, your life is like a Looney Tune right now. You're just set up a little TV station, watch your rats, and they're like outsmarting the traps you set
up. It's the worst, man.
Oh, rats!
It's like Master Splinter, right? That I guess it makes sense why he's the master. Because they're smart.
I say put some cheese down.
No, cheese is actually not the best one. They say peanut butter is the best one.
I love peanut butter.
I've been doing peanut butter.
Cocaine.
Jiffy or cream? I don't want to joke about it because it's a serious
Skippy,
thing.
yeah.
But yeah, Skippy. Okay.
Yeah, actually use healthy, organic peanut butter.
Well, you care about them.
Yeah. And it's funny because originally I was going to, like you said, I didn't think it was a big deal because they didn't look that bad in these videos. They don't really look that bad. You know, they look kind of cute, like a mouse.
Yeah.
Right.
But then when I saw them in person a few times.
Look at his eyes.
That's their laser eyes that they have.
Oh my
Right
gosh.
now.
Looks kind of okay.
Is this right now?
No, this was last night.
Oh, look at him get on his feet.
Yeah.
He's like a kitty.
Yeah. But they're a lot bigger. What I'm saying is that these cameras have like these
Look
like
at the-
weird lenses, these wide angle
The
lenses.
tail.
So it makes you think that they're
More full figure.
yeah, they're
Can't you just shoot it?
Yeah.
I just hate to get to it. Let's just. You're in Burbank. They have gun stores.
they do actually. How'd you know that?
I know that. I know. I've been there. I've been to
Is that
Burbank.
where you got your gun?
I never had a gun.
But yeah, this has been an awful
terrible,
couple weeks. And then just looking at apartments, it's pretty ridiculous how expensive it is to live in here. Also, let's just go to a quick commercial break. Here's a new movie trailer from Morgan Spurlock called Rats. Saying that rats are evolving and they're getting way too smart. You can't even catch them anymore. They've been doing tests on them. They're getting smarter. Like they're in just years.
And we're worried about ISIS. And we got
Spurlock. Jesus.
so yeah.
Dramatic.
I know, but it's true. I mean, I honestly, when I first got this rat, like I don't know if you guys saw the first couple days of this. It was in my kitchen drawer. And I was like, oh, this is adorable. It's going to be easy to catch. You know, I've dealt with this before. So I actually put up like advertisements for Joe Rogan's Netflix special and a camera in there. So there was like advertisements. So when the rat came out, people could watch. And I had like fake sponsors like Olive Garden and shit in the background, thinking it was cute. Then when it got out, and I was like, all right, I got to catch this thing. And I started watching them for the last 2 weeks. I've been watching them like on my phone. Like it's like every single minute of my life. I'm in bed like watching them just go around these traps, and they just like reaching over and doing the shit that they're doing, and they jump. I had no idea how far they jump. They can jump from the ground, probably up to my top counter, like 5 feet, 6 feet. They can jump.
Are they in the house?
They're in my in my house.
They're not. That's not a garage. That's your house.
No, that was my kitchen.
Oh.
They got hands. They can reach with hands. Like
They
got
reach their hand over the sticky glue,
Oh.
and you just see them just like going ha 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 ha. It's fucked up.
What advice have you received on getting rid of them?
Well, I've been looking a lot on YouTube. Like, you know, YouTube's the best place for everything like this. And there's some very smart inventions that people have been putting on there. Like, if you just type in rat trap, there's a whole bunch of different, like homemade ones. The cable, this is a little bit too much for me. This is a cable tie rat trap.
This looks kinky.
So just to show you what happens here.
Oh, he got it. He got out. He got out.
Yeah.
Who's gonna rip his head off?
No.
Is this violent?
I don't want to see it. Oh no, it's not gonna squeeze him to death, is it?
Oh, he got out.
This.
I can't believe I'm rooting for the rat. I'm actually.
I think it's a mouse.
No, this is a rat.
I'm rooting for him.
So he got it.
So what happens when it gets him?
So this is sometime later.
Okay, is this gonna shock us?
It freaked me out a little.
Oh, here we go.
Squeeze him to death.
It's like a boa constrictor.
It's like having a belt.
Oh.
He looks cute.
I mean, they are
Hurt
cute. That's the
nobody.
only problem. There's
Except for that tail. The tail's gotta go, right, Brody?
He knows what's going on,
I know,
right?
yeah, he's figuring it out.
Why doesn't he go around it? Here we go.
Ah.
He's quick.
This trap sucks, man.
Yeah, my rat even got on a glue trap, and he knew how to like jump right when he hit it to get it off.
What about that Sebastian joke where he puts battery acid on salami?
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, this is it. He's got to get it
He's
now.
gonna get it. Yeah, it's just,
He's gotten too.
he's getting too greedy. Okay.
Yeah. Get out of there.
This is like when Indiana Jones puts the rock.
What's he doing?
This is like a white people in a horror movie.
Ah, here he goes.
Just squeezing him.
Does he die instantly?
I don't know, man. That's a good question.
Let's see.
But guys,
drops because he does try to get
He
out.
almost got out.
So what's crazy though is that you always hear about building the perfect rat or mouse trap.
Yeah.
I didn't know that YouTube had such a huge thing of videos about this. I wanted to show you this one where, and another one that I've noticed, a lot of them escape. Like you think that everything's going to be fine, but sometimes.
What's going to happen here?
Oh, these ones are hardcore too.
Oh, these are. What's going to happen here, Brian? Don't show us. Thank you. Thank you for not showing. Oh!
Oh, poor thing.
So it got him, though.
Oh.
I don't like to see that.
Yeah,
Some 127.
you're going to
hour
love to
shit right
see
here.
this when
He gets away. No, he's
do
going to
it,
get
little
away. He's going to push that trap up.
you think.
What'd I tell you?
Oh my God!
What'd I tell you? I knew it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Is that a real rat?
No. So it's pretty funny though because that actually happens a lot.
Did
Rats.
that happen, or was that like a?
That was fake.
Oh.
But what?
I want to make fun of you, but I believed it too. That was inspiring.
There's also here's a huge rat trap. This one's pretty popular in other countries. Let me see if I can show you this right here.
Don't you want to just beat it with a bat?
Oh, wait, that's not it. No, but it's funny because there's all these homemade ones, and the homemade ones seem like they work pretty good. Like this is a bucket one where you make a bucket, and it has this thing that spins on it, and where they go over it, and then they just kind of fall in water and drown. This is a little bit bigger of a rat. Look at how big that is.
They can't swim?
I guess not.
They come out of the toilet on the one though.
Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe
Looks like a chupacabra.
maybe they.
I'd like to see the water one. That seems kind of waterboard them.
Waterboard. Here's one that escapes a trap. Let me try to find it. Here's the glue one. This is disgusting.
They cry. That's how I caught mine in Brooklyn.
He's crapping in his pants. Look.
Yeah. And then here's a glue trap. If you just type in glue trap on.
Those are inhumane, right? They don't like those people?
Yeah, but once you have them in your house for a couple of days, you're like, fuck this. You're like, whatever I can do to do this. Some people like to fuck with them when they're on the glue trap, though, which is I think pretty fucked up. Like as an example, here's one where a mouse is stuck on a glue trap, and he's biting a balloon. Like he's got fight in him. He's trying to kill this balloon while being trapped. Yeah, so this is like my house, guys. If you want to come over and have some food, cook up some food, stuff like that.
How many would you say you have? How many have you seen?
I have two. At first, I thought I had one, but I mean, like I said, I'm so obsessed with it now that now I've realized I have two. And but I think one might be pregnant, which is really bugging me because I'm reading all these facts like they breed every 24 days. And
Do they stay in the kitchen or have they gone further?
no, they've gone further. That's one of the things
What?
I thought. Yeah. Luckily, my bedroom and my kitchen or my bathroom they can't get through the doors. Like there's no gap underneath the
Oh, my
shit.
gosh.
So now I have to keep those shut. The dog's living in my bed now. You know, we're all just living in my bed. We're not going outside of my bedroom until this is over. It sucks. I bought this thing to put in my office that has this high frequency noise that we can't hear that supposedly drives them crazy. So to try to keep them out of my office and in my bedroom and stuff.
Whose comedy set is that?
Darren Davis is here. Darren, it's Darren, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome. Did you see the lineup?
Yeah, I saw it.
All right. Cool. Welcome to Death Squad. This is your first time here?
It's my
Second time.
Yeah, I missed the first time because I didn't know where this place was.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Duran?
Darren.
Darren, where are you from?
The Valley.
Heard of it.
Yep.
You grew up in the Valley?
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to Reseda for my first 2 years.
Wait, did you know that I went to Reseda?
Yeah.
We've discussed it?
Yeah.
I think I remember.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. They called us the Rejects. We talked about that.
Reseda Regents, Kittredge, Lindley, yes.
They're in the championship tomorrow for the first time in like almost 20 years.
What, football?
Yeah.
You serious?
Serious shit, man.
I got to check that out. When I went, we won the finals in, I think, 85, and then 86 made it to the championship. Are you going to go to the game?
I got to work tomorrow, but I'm going to be like keeping my ear to like the Facebook posts and stuff.
Did you play football at Reseda?
Yeah, for like JV my first 2 years.
So is Coach Schaefer there or Coach Stone?
He was actually retiring when I got there. So like, but he started like the police academy that was like popping off when I was
Right. It's like a police magnet.
Yeah.
Is it what year did you graduate, Reseda?
I didn't graduate. I went there like freshman, sophomore, then I transferred to Taft my last 2 years.
Why'd you transfer to Taft?
Because it's better school.
It is better?
Yeah, it's more popping than Reseda for sure.
Reseda's, like these days, yeah, what's the difference of Taft and Reseda?
Oh, it was just like a huge difference. It's just, it's just like...
It was like that back in the day. Taft had more money, more prestige.
Yeah.
So Reseda still got a kind of a bad reputation?
Always.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it's like Reseda is like a dookie school.
Well, but it really isn't that bad.
It's not. Like, you could easily get like better grades at Reseda, but it's just more like, it's like a resume, basically. You know how it is. Like, you say what school you went to, and like more people get like, ooh la la, you know?
Right. Well, everyone always, the TV shows, they always made fun of the Valley, and then specifically they made fun of Reseda. Karate Kid and Beverly Hills 90210, and that stuff kind of stuck with me.
What about Encino, man? Was that there too?
Yeah, I mean, Encino's next door to Reseda, but Encino's nice.
It's different?
Nicer, I for the most part, nicer. Reseda is like, I call it the New Jersey of the Valley. It's kind of blue collar, white trash at the time, stoners. Now it's like more Latino and Vietnamese, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of Asian restaurants.
This is. I wanted to show one last thing. This is. This is how the rat traps look at this. Look, they have like spikes, like jaws and stuff like that. This is the video I was going to tell you. This is actually a review on Amazon. This is a mouse that a rat that had that happen, got snapped, and somehow did really escape. And this makes me feel better because this is on his kitchen table.
Nice house.
Yeah. But look at this. He's like eating it.
Oh.
First, I'm like, oh shit, he's not going to get it. And then he gets snapped, and somehow he escapes.
It's a big fat one too.
So that's a trap right there.
That's a trap right
on
there.
the table.
That's the one I just showed with the big claws also. So somehow this dug into his body. This is one of the strongest ones ever. Somehow it. Come on. See, look at that. Now it's got him.
It's got him. It's like a snake.
And he's laying there for a long time.
Look at that tail. It's just not moving.
But look at this. He
curled him up.
He somehow gets out right here. And he stumbles off. And you could tell he's fucking injured because when he gets I don't know how he gets out of this thing. Because, I mean, there's claws dug into him. And these things are strong. But look, flips out.
Yeah, he flipped it.
Now he falls to the ground. He's just kind of drunk walking away like he has a broken neck or something.
Poor guy.
Oh,
All right, no more rat talk. I just wanted to show that.
Do you think they have feelings or anything like that?
Of course they have feelings. I think they're smarter than we think they are. I mean, just watching them, I'm so surprised at how smart they are.
I'd always see rats in every city pretty much, I guess, But New York definitely has the biggest rats. Just on the subway every
it's
night.
Like normal. You see them every night, just walking around. It's like part of the scenery.
But there's nothing like a rat creeping you out by a bag of trash out on the sidewalk, or even rats at the Comedy Store by the trash can there in the vines.
Ooh. Rat meat burgers are flooding the Russian restaurant scene right now.
Ooh, I'll take a rat medium rare.
Yeah, this is actually a real thing. They've been eating them, and I guess they're not that bad. They're actually,
protein. Tastes like chicken.
Probably not.
I'll take my rat, medium rat.
Trump is investing that much money over there.
Yeah.
The tails are what kind of creepy too.
Right, that's where all their power is.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean,
That's where all their power.
Like a kangaroo. Or
They whip it, man. That's like a whip.
because their brain is in their tail. It's like magic. It's
Yeah, it's like an octopus.
Will they bite? Rats bite.
yeah, they do.
They got claws.
Huh.
Hi, I'm Allie Rosen.
Oh, hi, Allie Rosen.
Serena Wolf, author of The Dude Diet.
Where is she on there?
Maiko Keogoku, owner of Besso Restaurant in New York City. Today, we're talking about some wild new foods and the return of a Food Network favorite. But first up, a new meat craze is taking over Moscow. Would you eat a burger made from a rat?
No.
Nutria, a giant orange-toothed rodent, also known as river rat, is
Oh.
now being served up in cafes.
Oh.
Those
No.
are huge.
Serena, are
That's-
Americans ready for river rat burgers, you think?
I think we might be, to be perfectly honest. I mean,
That's more of a badger than a rat.
It's a capybara.
Yeah, it's like those like things that they have in Texas.
Yeah.
The capybara. Yeah.
Yeah.
A river rat?
Joel Jimenez is here.
Howdy.
Hi,
Happy
Joel.
to be here. What's
What's
up,
up?
everybody? Howdy.
Were you on the podcast with Earl? Is that you?
Yeah.
The photo of you?
No.
Some guy
No,
looked like
no.
you on the. I have that
That's
Cantor
racist.
shirt. It's, yeah, it's racist.
What do they say on Goodfellas about what a rat is? Why they call you a rat?
Talking to Mike.
Because a rat will do anything to survive. Isn't that right, Mr. Hill?
Yeah.
What about squirrels? Are they related to rats?
I don't know.
Squirrels can get an attitude too. I see them every day in the trees. You know, if you look at them, they'll start like wagging their tails and like challenging you.
Yeah, I don't mind squirrels though. I like squirrels.
Squirrels are cute for some reason, but it's the same animal almost, right?
But if you step to them, they'll start wagging their tail and
Yeah.
like threatening you. You know, they got some attitudes.
Well, they're vegetarians, right? They're vegetarian.
Vegetarian,
Yeah,
are
they only
they?
eat almonds and shit. Yeah, that's it, right?
Well, I eat almonds.
it.
I carry them with me.
But that's all they eat.
I eat cashews.
But that's it. They only eat almonds.
What about peanuts?
There's some kind of nut.
Salted?
There's some kind of nut they grow.
Nuts are really good for you. You don't realize. I went
I
to
know.
Dean Del Rey. You know, Dean's lost a lot of weight. He eats
Yeah.
almonds. He's got walnuts. Excuse me. He's got like tons of walnuts, and I've leaned out also, and I think it has to do with eating walnuts and cashews.
Instead of
And
croutons, you put walnuts in the salad. It's like a very good substitute.
walnuts instead of croutons.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
right.
You still get the crunch. You're tricking your brain.
I love the crunch.
Yeah.
I've talked about this in a past podcast. I'm not sure where, but my friend, he was a crazy guy on acid all the time, and he fed. He put a bunch of liquid acid on a bunch of acorns because he wanted to see what happened if squirrels ate them.
That's what they eat, acorns, not almonds.
What happened is a squirrel ate it and started going crazy and biting people in this neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
And what's funny, because at first when he did it, he made all these T-shirts and posters because he wanted it. He thought it was cool, and he was selling them. But then when a squirrel actually ate one, started like attacking everybody, and it was on the news. This was in 1986.
You've really done your rodent homework this week.
I believe that.
Attacked squirrel holds neighborhood hostage.
Told you.
Yeah.
Happened in Ohio.
Yeah, this happened in Westerville, Ohio, and I remember when this came out, it was fucked up. Like, it was a big deal. Like, they couldn't catch the squirrel, and it hit like attacked about like 3 people or 4 people.
I feel like
I
that-
believe it.
I feel like that was done by like some hippies. Like, we're going to introduce acid into the water supply and solve all the world's problems. First, let's test it on the squirrels.
Right.
Do a beta test of the whole thing. And
Yo, I know how to kill. You can kill the rats. I know how you can whack them.
Right.
Like when I was a kid, I used to see kids whack seagulls. You ever see the seagulls get whacked?
Yeah, yeah.
They put the Alka-Seltzer in the meat.
Did
you do
it
that
makes
with
their
the
stomach
rats?
blow up.
Yeah,
I
maybe you
heard.
could do that with the
I
rats.
always thought that. I didn't know if that was real. Because like,
No, it works.
It does work.
Yeah, they just fall out of the sky.
That's crazy.
Why don't you do that to the rats? Get some Alka-Seltzer, put it in some meat patties. I'm serious. Do they eat meat?
Yeah, I think they do.
Or in
They eat
cheese? Put it in
anything.
some cheese. Put the Alka-Seltzer in there.
I know a girl that used to masturbate by putting an Alka-Seltzer tab in her vagina.
I put one on my girl's vagina once, and it started foaming like
Yeah.
a rabbit dog. And she's like, "What are you doing down there?"
That wasn't foam. That was a yeast infection. I'm sorry, Rocco.
She flipped out. It was like, "Oh, she's gonna have multiple orgasms." She never talked to me again.
What about cockroaches? I haven't seen cockroaches for years. They
I
used to be
see 'em.
popular in the
I
80s.
just killed them in my place. I had them in my place.
Really?
Yeah.
You have a cockroach trap?
I got them. The place bombed recently.
Oh, for the
The roaches. Yeah, there was giant ones in Hollywood, like this big.
Oh God.
Yeah, there was one crawling on my leg the one night. I flipped me out. I thought it was the cord for the computer, and I'm like, oh, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's a
cord.
lightning cable.
And I looked down, and it was on my leg, and I was like, that's it. I'm like bombing this place tomorrow. I called all
man.
the people to bomb it.
Yeah, I haven't seen I'm lucky I haven't had cockroaches. I get crickets once in a while, but I'll let them stay.
You're not in Hollywood, right? Where are you? You're
I'm in the valley.
Oh yeah,
You know, so we have some nature
a
out
little
there.
cleaner.
Hollywood is dusty. It's delusional. It's jam packed.
Well, they moved Skid Row right in front of my house now because they kicked everybody out of Skid Row, so now it's like right at my house.
Really?
Yeah, there's drug busts every day right on my street.
That's
It's crazy.
exciting.
I hate it.
Where do you live?
Selma and Trader, they're all lined up on Selma all the way down.
What are they? Like in tents?
Tents, rags. They take over that park. There's this really nice children's park. They took over the whole fucking park.
Wow.
It's crazy.
What are these
Put some
guys?
glue traps down for them.
Yeah. Are these guys on drugs? Are
Yeah,
they
they're all-
mentally?
yeah, they're all-
Are they mental? Or are they just
Yeah,
like
they're
down
all-
on their luck comedians?
Half of them are open micers, I think.
Not
Yeah,
surprised.
Definitely.
But you see those guys, and no, you wonder like how do they get there? Now that you have
Mental
the right,
illness.
is it mental illness? Is it
I
drugs?
think they're slobs because they left trash. Even when they left the park, they left trash everywhere. There's trash cans all over the place. Like you can't throw the soda in the trash. That's probably what happened. They stayed on somebody's couch and they wouldn't throw the soda in the trash and they kicked them out.
It's something small like
Serious.
that.
And then they ran out of places to crash and now they're on the street.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's mental illness, drugs. I don't know about just plain lazy.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, it's 'cause something had to happen. Like I know you have friends you could sleep on their couches for a while.
Yeah, but if you're going to leave that Coke and not pick it up, they're going to kick
they're
you
gonna
out.
kick you out. Like, dude, I told you to clean up. That's it. You got to go.
But we do have a problem with mental illness. I think that we need to like work on that.
Well, wasn't it something like that happened like in the 90s or something where they just kick them all out of like the homes?
Well, they said Ronald Reagan released
Ronald Reagan,
all the patients, and I think we do need some kind of treatment centers or hospitals or something like that because it's a war zone down there.
Well, a lot of them do, like with the VA, because I go to the VA. So they have housing for them, but then they want to party in the VA. So,
Oh, they do?
yeah, like you can't party here.
Were you in the
dude.
military?
Marine Corps, yeah.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
vet.
Semper Fi.
Oh.
Where did you train at? Pendleton or Camp Lejeune?
I was an East Coast Marine. I trained at Paris Island, then I did my School of Infantry in Lejeune.
Oh, so you did do Camp Lejeune.
Yeah, I was stationed in Lejeune.
That's in Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Yeah, the armpit.
See, I know what's up.
Yeah, how'd you know that? 50,000 Marines there.
I traveled around. I just
Yeah.
remember.
Did you like it? Did you go to the Driftwood, the strip club there?
No, I went to the beach.
All
Isn't
right.
it by near the beach?
Yeah, it's right near the
Yeah,
beach.
I remember I saw the beach. That was my highlight. So what? I don't. Go, Joe. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well,
Where are you from?
I am from the great state of South Dakota.
South Dakota. Wow, I didn't see that coming. Is that Bismarck, South Dakota, or is that North Dakota?
That is in North Dakota. Not that it's a huge amount of.
Fargo. Where's
yeah,
Fargo?
Fargo's in North Dakota.
But you're not from there.
No. Not that there's a tremendous amount of difference. Although North Dakota now, with all that fracking they have up there, it's hardcore. It's like the Wild West up there now. Like
Making money.
Well, yeah, but it's all just. I mean, they just bus in ex-cons up there, and there's so many drugs and so many strippers and just so many y'all know Eric Carter. He's a comic. He worked up there for a while.
He did.
It's hardcore up there. I mean, they have to hear about it when they drill for oil up there. They talk about like how it's so cold and so just miserable up there that they have to suit up like they're on an offshore oil rig. That's how like desolate and disparate it is up there.
Yeah, I think when I played Fargo, and I think the guy I spoke to was talking about how that's what it is. Or like they're drilling for oil, and it's South Dakota. That's where Mount Rushmore is.
That is.
How far are you from Mount Rushmore?
I'm on the exact opposite. I'm about 8 hours away from Mount Rushmore.
What is Mount Rushmore like? I've never seen it in person. Is it awe-inspiring?
Stinks. It's not. It's really, really, really underwhelming. It's way smaller than you think it would, and you can't walk up on it. And you used to be able to walk up on it, but after 9/11, they like limited the access to it, so you can't really hike up all that close to it. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's underwhelming. Crazy Horse. No, that's kind of cool. They're never going to finish that because they don't care about the Indians at all. But that's actually, if they were to theoretically finish that.
What's Crazy Horse?
The Crazy Horse Monument is basically, since they carved all like the presidents inside the Black Hills, which is sacred to the not the Sioux, whatever tribe is out there that's like their sacred mountain, and we carved
The Jewish tribe?
Yeah, yes, exactly, the Jews, and we just carved all these goys in their mountains, and they've never
man.
forgiven us. Yeah, exactly. It's just rude. So what they did as consolation is they were going to build the Crazy Horse Monument right by Mount Rushmore, which is a massive, massive monument to Crazy Horse. It's this huge, like it's like twice as big as Mount Rushmore. The foreheads in this one.
It's like Burning Man.
Yeah, kinda.
But Rushmore, is it something that I should go see? I mean, don't see it?
I mean, if you're in the area, sure, but you're never going to be in the area, is the thing. If you happen to be playing in Rapid City, South Dakota, sure, but other than that, there's not even a huge city or even a remotely big city anywhere near there.
It's not a tourist destination where they have like motels around?
It
like
is.
the Grand Canyon, for example?
It is. It's just not really worth the 10-hour drive.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, what's your name again?
Joel,
Joel, where are you from?
here, L.A.
Oh, you're from here. Where'd you go to high school?
Marshall.
Marshall. That's where Leonardo DiCaprio
Yeah.
went.
Yeah, you're right.
That's right there in Los
We
Feliz.
shot Grease there. The end scene of Grease.
They shot Grease at Venice High School also.
Yeah, it's I think the carnival scene at the end was at my place.
I read somewhere that Marshall High School's haunted.
I don't know.
Did you hear about that?
I don't know.
I think we should
left
look
it
What
it
about
up.
the Grease lightning scene? Where was that shot at?
I have no idea.
That's the best scene.
What's the LA River? It's got to be.
So many rivers. So
Oh,
many.
the race?
Well, that was probably the LA
Race,
River.
or when they're singing.
The first part when they first start racing.
Yeah, that's got to be the LA River. Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Think about how many movies they've filmed down there in that LA River.
Yeah.
Is it still? I mean, it's still there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. How many syphilis cases have gotten by film crews?
Oh, can you go down there, or is
Yeah,
it?
I
like,
grew up right near there. Yeah.
So there's access to the public, or you're not
yeah,
allowed
it's nice
to?
now, man. There's like a bike trail. And
Yeah, it's not that
it's
nice.
all-
I was
it's all
training for the
up.
marathon, and I ran through there at night, and there's like a whole life, like it's a whole town. they
Wait,
built.
you ran through the LA River at night?
Yeah, because I had to get my 20-mile run in. I just had to get it in. I didn't have time. I was doing comedy, and I didn't have time, so I had to do it at night.
And what brought you to the LA River?
Because it was a straight shot, like a GPS, like a 20-mile trail. I had to do a 20-mile run to get ready for it.
So you completed the marathon?
Yeah, the LA marathon.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
I've never I would never consider
You run
doing
by the
it.
comedy store, and you just think about like you want to stop, you know?
do a
Yeah.
type 5.
Yeah, it was like mile 10. I was like, I just want to go in here and do an open mic.
So the marathon went by the comedy store?
Yeah, what a tease, huh?
Wow. Were there people in the bar area? At the
No,
comedy-
it was like 8 in the morning. It was like 9 in the
Nothing was
morning.
going.
Yeah,
So there was
nothing
like
going
Boom
on.
Shakalaka was
Yeah.
sleeping there.
Shouts out to Boone.
Yeah, I love Boone. How? I mean, what was the idea of training for the marathon? Was this something you wanted to do?
I was in like a really toxic relationship, and my buddy's like, let's run the marathon this year. And I just said, yeah, it'll be something to focus my energy towards, you know?
But is it easy to like not do it? Like, I've trained 10 miles. I'm good with that. I don't. Or is
I
like when
ran
you're-
one before in Miami, so I knew like what it took, you know?
It's more mental than anything.
It's all mental. The whole thing's mental.
And then did you run? You ran 26.2 straight through.
Yep. So I did it in 3:49.
Did you chafe at all? Like your thighs rubbed together?
I fell on my face once because I made a beeline for the bathroom and my hamstrings just gave out and I smashed my face. I had a whole crowd of people around me, but then, I was in the Marines and stuff, so I just got up.
got back up.
Because the VA was right there. We were running around the VA. And
Had
then-
flashbacks.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was nuts, though. Yeah.
But would you put like? I always say like when I run, I wear like Under Armour. I have to wear like a girdle, not a girdle, but so I don't chafe. I mean,
I
do
just-
runners put Vaseline between their thighs so they
that's
don't
all
like
right.
get
Yeah,
raw?
Your feet get swollen and you just take your shirt off,
Oh, you took your shirt off?
You have to, yeah, of course. That's one more thing, you don't have to deal with.
What do you think about those people who run barefoot, or was there anybody running barefoot? in the
Yeah,
marathon?
you save money, I guess, on sneakers. Those guys are nuts, though. Those crack pipes you're stepping over and shit in Echo Park.
Yeah, I wear in the summertime. I wear the barefoot shoes, the Vibram 5 Fingers, and it really develops your feet. It's like if you have strong feet, that's
Right.
That's a
There
key
you
to a
go.
lot of
So
things.
that's how you get down to the barefoot. You start with those things, and then you taper down.
I never went completely barefoot because I have sensitive skin.
I want to see that. I want to see you go completely barefoot.
But it's not all about me, Joe. Right?
Joel. Yeah.
Joel,
Yeah.
and you do stand up also.
Yeah, stand up, and I played drums on Kill Tony.
Oh, that's you with the
Yeah.
you had the beard. You startled
That
me a
was
couple
Fidel
times.
Castro, yeah.
Yeah, I want to learn to play drums.
Oh, you play a little bit?
Well, a little bit. I have a practice pad. I have a metronome.
Yeah.
I've been doing that, but I feel like you were playing pretty good. I wanted to get behind there, but I was a little
Oh, you
tentative.
can anytime, man. Let me know.
Do you teach lessons?
No, but if next time you do Kill Tony, you can. We were in the main room that night for a while, like after the show was over. So.
Yeah, I headed out of there. I was
Yeah.
down on my luck.
Ah, bummer.
Where do you keep your drum set?
In my garage.
You play it during the week?
Yeah, and I have a little small, when we do belly room, I have a little small, like 16-inch kick drum. So I have like a little mini one in my garage. So
Why don't you do lessons?
I don't know.
Not
I
into you?
taught myself. I don't know if I know exactly how to teach somebody else. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
So how was it in there? Angela, right?
Pamela.
How was it in there? Did you go on?
Yeah. They hadn't gotten their drinks yet, so I think it's gonna get better. So I mean, they're fine. They're good.
Were they nice?
Yeah, they're nice.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
It's
Red Band's back.
It's definitely a bigger audience than I thought it was going to be. There's a
Really?
big little audience in there.
Who's up? Is Joe up?
Jasmine's up right now.
Okay. I don't want to miss my spot.
I want when Jasmine gets back here, I really want to talk to her because she was on Howard Stern last week.
She was? For
Yeah.
what?
We'll get into it when she gets here. Let her talk about it because she's somebody that's recently been hanging out at the Comedy Store and she's friends with Don Barris and stuff and I didn't know she was a comic and then the other
Me
day
neither.
I heard she was a comic so I'm like, oh, I'll throw you on and do a quick set or whatever. So then the next day I'm like, wait, why is she on Howard Stern? And the story is pretty crazy, so I think we should get to the bottom of it because I wonder how real.
Could you give us a little teaser?
Supposedly, there's this famous baseball player
Stephen Brody Stevens.
that she came with, who's a regular of the show, and he's always talking about how good he is and with sex and like how like he's just really good in bed, and they always like bust his balls about it. So he came there with two girls that he fucked, quote unquote. And sure enough, they both said that, oh, yeah, he's the greatest and everything's the best. And it's kind of weird, but it's also interesting because I don't know of how real it is.
Was it a baseball player, really?
Yeah. Here, I'll tell you who he is. Hold
I
on.
want to find out who.
Let's see. Jasmine Bear is her name. And he's just typing Howard Stern. You'll find the episode. Lenny Dykstra. Yeah.
Whoa. He's my
famous.
favorite.
Oh,
Phillies.
really?
Philadelphia Phillies.
Oh, there you go. Look, Lenny Dyke's
Yeah.
bedroom talents confirmed by two women who found out firsthand how good he is. Look who it is. It's our old friend Jasmine. Who's
Look
on
at
stage
Jasmine
now.
right there.
Wow. She's been here for a month. See, look at her. She's already doing Howard Stern.
Yeah, I know. She's killing
And
it.
hanging out with.
She had sex with, well, it's none of our business, but she was with Lenny Dykstra.
Well, let's talk.
We'll find out later.
We'll find out. So stay tuned to Ice House Chronicles. So Pam, you had a okay set or a good set or?
Yeah. They're it's.
I heard
just
they're a little
starting.
weird in there.
Yeah, I think once they get their drinks, they're just kind of warming up. But,
Fun fact: Carlos Mencia is in the other room here at the comedies or at the Ice House. Last time he was there, there was some drama, and you guys, if you're an Ice House Chronicles listener, you might remember he came into the Death Squad show and told the sound guy, "Hey, I want you to put my guy up or my girl up next on the show." And the sound guy's like, "Okay." And then I come in because I was supposed to be next. And he goes, Carlos is putting up somebody before you. And I'm like, wait, I'm getting bumped on my own show? Wait. So, of course, I said, fuck that. And
Yes, I love that.
apologized to the comedian. And Carlos, I guess, went crazy and threw a little temper tantrum. So it's
Love that.
interesting to see what is going to happen on tonight's episode.
do you want me to go in there?
Steal all his jokes and then go back on stage. Now, I
love that.
I mean,
Let's do it.
I don't ever even think about him anymore, which is weird. I never really even talk about him anymore. But what's funny, the other day is I went just to check on, once in a while you check on, like, what's going on with this guy? He's going to be, and he blocked me on Twitter. What?
He did?
Yeah.
What did you do? Did you do anything?
I didn't do anything.
No.
I think this just came out of the blue. This might have happened after the last Ice House thing. Or
You are
something.
blocked. You were following him?
Of course.
Did he follow back?
No.
What's with him now? I mean, what do you know about?
Birdie, can you follow me?
Do I?
No, can you?
Sure.
Oh, thanks.
I thought I already would
No,
or did.
No, you didn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay.
I didn't expect you to.
Can
I'm
you
just asking
follow
you. You don't have
Angelo?
to.
I
That's a
follow.
request. That's a
I
request.
follow.
That's a request.
Here's the deal. I follow most comedians I know. Like if I know you, like I know your face, I'll follow you, kind of thing. Like, oh, okay, I see him around. I'll follow him.
Do you like their posts, reposts?
Do I like their posts?
Yeah, the tweet you retweet. Are you that?
I'm not a big retweeter.
Nah.
No, but I'll just follow just to see what's going on, kind of thing.
Oh, you're a
No one
ghost
needs
follower.
that.
He's a ghost follower.
Look at that.
Yeah, well, follow, but I'm reading.
Brody, what is this all about?
That's not even his real body. He just put his hat
I got 422 likes. That's pretty good.
I didn't even know you had a podcast. That might be my new thing to subscribe to. It looks like he put some comedy up. That's kind of cool.
What's his reputation now? Not good?
I don't know.
I think he goes to open mics and hosts his
Ladies and gentlemen.
rumor right now.
All right, let's have an open mind and let's hear what.
Wait, are you going to get in trouble for playing this, though?
for what on a free
For what?
podcast?
What is he?
All right.
Fucking no. I've been wasting my goddamn celebrity. I didn't know that celebrities could just grab a bitch's pussy. I didn't know that shit. You could just grab a bitch's pussy. Are you serious?
Yikes.
Whoa.
I've been talking to these hoes this whole time. I could have just been like, I'm a celebrity, bitch. That's my pussy.
I get it.
Some of you are looking at me like, what the fuck? You'll find out when you watch the fucking news. You'll watch the news and be like, oh shit. Hey, by the way, if you're a female Trump supporter still, you get to grab your pussy. Because if you still support him, you support that shit with my pussy.
I thought he lost a bunch of. Well, I guess that's it. I thought he lost a bunch of weight. Like he seemed.
It looks overweight.
Wait.
Wait, what is it?
Okay.
That's a cool machine.
Well, that made me feel good about
He had a
being
big crowd.
woman.
He had a big crowd next door. He packs it in, right?
Yeah, Jasmine's here. Jasmine Bear.
Yes.
How was the old Seti Poo?
It went well. I feel good about that one.
Oh, you did? Cool. Did you record it?
I didn't know that was a thing.
No, you just open up your iPhone, hit record.
Oh.
Let's talk. We were talking about earlier. Brody Stevens is a huge baseball fan, and Rocco is a huge baseball.
Huge Dykstra fan.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm from Philly, man. Like my grandmother's got his book and everything.
Oh yeah, I read the chapter about Charlie Sheen. That's the only part of the book that I actually read.
So how'd you meet? Why don't you explain how you got to Howard Stern and what happened? And
Okay, it's really weird. Okay, so I met Lenny through a mutual friend, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to go to New York City over the weekend?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'll take a free trip to New York. I've never been." And then he's like, "All right, but the catch is you have to go on Howard Stern and back up Lenny on his story." So I'm like, okay, what kind of story are we talking about? Apparently, they had me listen to the previous interviews and stuff, and I guess he has a reputation of being able to eat pussy really well. So, I met him on that Thursday, and then I flew out on Friday with him. I spent the weekend in New York City.
now, did he try to? So you went on there and said oh yeah, he's the greatest, the best. Now, did he actually try to hit on you or eat your butt or anything?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he didn't try to eat my butt, but he hit on me and stuff, but he's not super pushy. So it's once I said no, he's like, oh, okay, I get it, kind of thing, But whatever.
You said no. How come?
I don't know.
We got to lose.
Yeah.
I guess if you take baseball out of the equation, then it's just this guy,
He's the number one. He had the hitting record.
Yeah, but it's true. I don't give a fuck about sports. So this to me, I don't care who he is. I'm just all right, this guy is weirdo.
He made $1 billion. Not, I don't know about $1 billion, but a lot of money in the stock market. Then he got in trouble. And then he had a bunch of car wash dealerships out in Simi Valley.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got an interesting history. I mean, look, he's got the book.
Oh, he's got a fleshlight right in front of him. Look at that.
Yeah,
There
they
you
brought
go.
that on the show.
It's holding it. It's not just in front of him. He's actually.
Did he show how he ate pussy? He eats pussy. What was his style? What was what he said that he was good at? What was his reasoning?
Apparently, he goes around the lips.
I do that.
Gently.
I do that.
Okay, but it's weird. He didn't even lick the fleshlight or anything. He just kind of made sounds in the mic and stuff.
That's interesting.
That's porno.
Now is Howard Stern still on like video? Like, do they still have the video?
They
part?
do. I think they do live stuff on like Twitter or something.
How was Howard? He seemed nice. He seemed like I listened to the interview. He seemed like he said good things about you and stuff. Did you think Howard was buying it?
Yeah, I think he was buying it, but Robin didn't. Not at all.
Of course, Robin's the smart one.
Yeah, she was like, no way in hell these chicks. Yeah. It was like me and like this 21-year-old lesbian.
Wow.
And then so she was like, no fucking way. And then Howard's like, okay, but let's just hear their stories, all right? And he's actually really nice and he's pretty cool, yeah.
Now, Fred is one of my favorite people of all time. Did you get to meet Fred at all, the sound guy?
Is he the one behind that little wall thing?
Yeah.
I saw him back there. I mean, I might have. I didn't really. After the show, I just gave everyone hugs and then we just left.
Oh, yeah.
Came back to LA, yeah.
Who else was on the? Did you meet anyone in the green room or anything like that? Any behind the scenes shit? Because a lot of us. Has any of you guys been? No.
Never been.
Yeah, I've never been. That's like one of those things that it was always a check mark box, and then now I don't know.
They like each had their own dressing room, so I was just hanging out in like Lenny's, I guess not dressing room, but his own little private room. There's like coffee and snacks and stuff. So
That's cool. Now, have you got a influx of like followers and like creepy fans and shit like that since then? Or your Twitter followers go up at all?
Maybe by like 10.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Interesting, right? You know, I find it really interesting nowadays when like I go on like radio shows or certain shows and you know, you go and then you go like, you're so excited, I'm gonna go check my Twitter followers, and you're like 2. And you're like, what the fuck?
How'd that happen?
People aren't adding on Twitter much anymore, are they?
Well, I think there's also a thing where it's a false sense of how many people are actually listening. I think there's hardcore fans, and there's definitely a big group. But like if you get on the Joe Rogan podcast, I bet you'll get 10,000 like fucking people if it was a great one. You know, I know like George Perez when he was on there, he got like 1,000 the first day he was on. I think it's a numbers game. Like I think it's like I think who has Sirius Radio nowadays? I love Sirius, but I mean who's buying Sirius Radio, especially with podcasts nowadays? Like it's free.
So podcasts are still king of the jungle.
I think to a point, but even the shows that are on Sirius Radio, like Jim Norton, I love Jim Norton. His show is really good with him and Sam and Opie. But you can get those on YouTube like 10 minutes after they've aired. You know, so why would you pay Sirius Radio when you could just open up your iPhone, YouTube, plug it into your car, and then listen to it on the way to work? You know, why would you? I don't know, when it's free.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Pamela.
So did you reveal on the Stern show that this was just you were put up to this, or
No,
did
not
they think
at all.
it was real?
Yeah, no. I
So
went
this
with
is
it.
the big reveal, right?
Yes, exactly.
Here
I mean, like
on
after
Red Band show.
Are
Yeah.
we witnessing history here?
Breaking news.
Yeah, like after the show or whatever, Howard stood up and he's like, "So guys," he takes off his glasses. He's like, "So guys, was that real?" And we're just like, "No," kind of thing.
So you did tell Howard after?
Afterwards, yeah. But like during, I went with it, and
Was
I was
he
like,
cool
"No
with it?
bullshit." Huh?
Was Howard okay with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
Cool.
Not a big deal, I don't think.
That's fucked up shit. Because nowadays, if let's say you're on the Joe Rogan podcast and you say a story, and then afterwards Joe goes, "Is that a real story?" and that person goes, "No." Joe on the next podcast, well, he would probably start a podcast like a half hour later. He goes, "Hey guys, just want you to know that was bullshit."
Yeah.
That's weird. That's interesting.
I don't know. It's just for the listeners, and I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. Yeah. It made a good episode or whatever.
Now, did you have like friends and family going, "What the fuck, Jazz? What were you doing?"
Like beforehand, I told my dads not to listen. I was like, because I know my dad's listen to Howard Stern. I'm like, for the love of God, Monday morning, do not listen to Howard Stern. Wow. And they trust me. They're like, okay, Jazz says not to, we're not going to do it, kind of thing. I don't want to break their hearts or anything. And I told my mom not to, but she's kind of nosy. I figure that she probably went ahead and listened to it afterwards.
I have a photo with Lenny Dykstra. I've been looking for it.
Who's on stage right now? Does anyone know?
No.
Teebs?
Teeb? All right, so where are we at the lineup? Tebow, Danny. Oh, shit, I better get out of here. Brody, keep it going. You're after me, Brody, I think.
I'm after you?
Yeah, so I'm going to try to get Tebow in to keep the podcast going. But if that doesn't happen, keep on talking, guys.
We got to keep the podcast going. So, Jasmine,
Yes.
They flew you out to New York?
Yes.
Did they put you up in a nice hotel?
Yes, I stayed at the Park Central.
Oh,
in,
that's nice.
Really?
Well, it sounds nice.
It was pretty nice. It was in like Midtown Manhattan.
And 2 nights?
Let me think. I think it was one. I know the first night I stayed in New Jersey, Clark, New Jersey. Lenny has like a friend that lives in New Jersey.
So you became friends with Lenny out here real quick, and they said you want to come on the show? Like, it was a quick turnaround thing?
Yeah, I like that last minute stuff.
And was he out here in L.A.?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he lives in Beverly Hills.
Lenny Dykstra lives in Beverly Hills?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it's like after Stern, I flew to LA, and then he flew to Miami for a different interview or something.
And are you going to continue the friendship with Lenny?
Absolutely, he's actually a really nice guy. He's pretty cool. I mean, sometimes he says things that are offensive, but if you don't know him, then you know what I mean. Like,
you sound like a Trump supporter.
I know, right?
So Jasmine, how long you've been in LA for? How long now?
I think like 7 months.
Wow.
I know.
And you came here from Oklahoma City or Tulsa or something?
Tulsa, yeah.
Yeah. And how is Tulsa?
Shit, it kind of sucks. I didn't like it. I mean, maybe one of these days I might retire and go back, but right now I really like Los Angeles.
But they had a comedy festival, Blue Whale Comedy Festival in Tulsa.
Yeah, a lot of people did it. Did you do that?
Yeah.
You did Blue Whale?
Yeah, and I went to the baseball stadium, Tulsa Drillers. You know where they play?
The One Oak, that new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked around the stadium. It was my one time in Tulsa.
It's a pretty nice stadium. That's a new one.
It's new, exactly. Yeah, it was nice.
They have all these cool rooms upstairs and everything.
They do.
Yeah.
We got Johnny here. Look at Johnny. Focused.
baby.
Yes, Johnny Skirtis. You got it.
Focused.
Did you go on already?
Yeah.
How was it in there?
Brutal.
Are you serious?
For me.
Why?
I don't know. I'm just in my head, I guess.
They just didn't have drinks yet.
They didn't have drinks yet.
Yeah.
I was trying stuff out that I hadn't really done a lot, and I don't even know where I feel about it, so it came off that way.
It came off like you didn't know how to feel.
Yeah.
And they weren't going with it?
No, I got some laughs here and there. It wasn't, spectacular by any means or anything, which is the standard that I set for myself every time I walk on stage. I'm joking.
No, but when you have a set that doesn't go great or as well as you planned, that's positive, actually. You learn from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to have good sets. It does feel good.
Yeah.
But also, like, not, it's work. It's a process.
No, it was fun. I had a lot of fun.
The seating's really weird, too. They have, like, the front, there's no one at the tables, and then they have them all lined up against the back row like you're on trial or something.
Yeah.
When they seat clubs, you got to put the audience up front.
Mm-hmm.
They got that empty row of chairs that throws off the energy.
Yeah, it's like a splash zone.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's why a lot of times, like when I'm doing the shows, I'll walk in the crowd.
Yeah.
Who wants to hop in on this mic? We got an open mic.
Do you reseat them, Brody?
I move them around.
Yeah.
I'll move guys around. I go, you got to move over here. You're laughing great. They're not. Let's switch it up.
Do you change people at the tables with other people? You just
I've
mix
done
up
that
the
before.
parties, yeah.
I mean, late at night when you're on a show, like in the main room when I'm going up at the end, you have to do things to kind of, I mean, I'm not always moving people around, but you have to get creative and make it real.
Yeah.
I feel like when I do that last spot, they've seen, 15 different comedians. Now it's almost 1 o'clock at night. What am I going to do different, to keep them? So I'm surprised every week I do it that I'm able to do 45 to an hour. People do leave. They have babysitters and parking, but I can keep them. But you got to kind of connect with them.
Mm-hmm.
You got to connect. But unless you're just doing your jokes and they're laughing at your jokes. Sometimes you'll just do your jokes. Oh, they're laughing at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then you keep doing that. And then other times, okay, they're laughing. Now they're tired. Then you got to do that. You got to do this. And it's just constant.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way. Like anytime I did a joke, it was fine. But anytime I tried to connect, it was just not happening. I think it's just my personality.
I think they're just really sober.
Really?
Yeah, because I
That
had the
could be
same
it.
thing when I was trying to connect with them. They just stared. I think they're really stoned.
Galern, are you hopping in? What's the deal? Yeah, I'll hop in. I'd love to fucking Look at Jason. Yeah, let's take a hit. You got it. No, I feel that certain clubs they just want the jokes.
Yeah.
They want the finished product. Whereas other places, maybe certain nights you can play around and like play in the sandbox, go outside the sandbox. But then some crowds are like, no, we just want to laugh. We don't want to think. We don't want to see your growth. But also when you come in with that attitude, you can still kind of turn them around. It's like crowds aren't that bad.
It was weird the way they had them set up because there was like 4 people on one side and like 4 people on another side, both separated by chairs. And it was just, I don't know if you've ever seen Braveheart when like the British and the Scottish are like going to fight lined up on a field. That's what it felt like. I'm like riding in the middle.
So they didn't seat it properly. Well, I'm going to have to go in there and go ahead and...
move them around.
Move them around. Let's go. Who's seating this place? Pamela, where are you from?
I'm from Illinois, Aurora, Illinois.
Aurora?
Yeah. Do you know Aurora?
I've heard of it. Is that kind of a Chicago suburb?
It is. It's like 30, 40 miles outside of
Like
Chicago.
west-ish?
West, yeah.
I spent a lot of time in Chicago recently.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Chicago.
It's great. It's a great city. It's just the weather is horrible.
Brutal. Did you do a lot of comedy there?
No, I started out here. I've been
Really?
out here a long time. Yeah.
The comedy scene in Chicago is it's pretty happening. I mean, it's been happening, I think, for a few years.
Like stand-up or I know sketch and stuff.
Improv is
yeah.
there, yeah.
But stand-up for a while, there were a bunch of the guys from Chicago coming out here. I think it's, goes in waves. But I think there was a time when all those guys were coming out here, TJ and Kumail and Pete Holmes and all them. And it was, a big wave of them, right? But lately, I don't know what's coming out of there. But Chicago, it's just... they support, they like comedy. They're friendly. That's the thing. When you're doing improv, it's friendly. Where stand-up is a little edgier. So you bring a little edge to Chicago, they may not always go with it. That's why I always feel like the tough, the hard, the edgy comedy. It's in New York. It's in Boston. It's in L.A. It's in San Francisco. Chicago's friendly. We're all good. Not saying that great comedy doesn't come out of there, but that dark... edgy, drugs maybe. Chicago's a beer town.
Do you do drugs, Brody?
Well, I take Lamictal. I take Lexapro again. I take a little bit of Klonopin. I have a beta blocker, and I'll smoke pot, but probably not as much lately. But I don't do anything other than pot. I've never done cocaine. I don't smoke cigarettes. I
no
don't
mushrooms?
No. But I've heard that mushrooms actually, you do them, and for like 3 months after, it kind of heals your depression. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It does. That's proven.
It's the doctor right
I
there.
see mushrooms as like a cheat code, like to being happy. You take it for a little bit, you get like, a nice level sense of yourself for a little bit.
And how long does that last for?
It can last for months. Sometimes
Really? I hear like
years.
3 months.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like acid is. I feel like acid is like the reset button on your life.
Yeah, psychedelics.
You
I've
kind
never
of
done acid.
It's not bad.
I just did DMT.
You did DMT?
I've never done that. I want to
3
try it
times.
Is that a wrestling maneuver? So I know I've heard this about the mushrooms. Jason, you've done mushrooms.
Yeah. I'm extremely overdue to do mushrooms again, and
that means tonight.
No, I mean
it.
I need to
I
be
have a
away
chocolate
from
bar.
my fucking family and shit. But I did love mushrooms, and the longer it gets now, I'm afraid to do them because I need to be away.
Could you go into a paranoia state with mushrooms?
I never have, but at this point, I think you change as you get older. I would just need to be away from my fucking family. Away from
I
my
think
family.
you just need to be away from them
Yes.
anyway.
Well, that's why people go out to, they
All
go
right,
out
get
to
the
Joshua
DMT,
Tree.
Pamela.
to-
Let's
I
fucking
don't think
fuck
I'd
that.
like that though. I don't think I'd like to be in the wilderness when I'm tripping.
But that's what they do. They all go out
That's
there.
how it has to be. At least
Really?
for me.
Because I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like I'd be more comfortable if I was just like at home with like glow sticks or
I don't
something.
know.
I've done it both ways. I just started doing it outdoors. I've done it for years now, and I've always liked doing it like on the couch or in my bed or something. But I just started doing it outdoors too, and it's really great if you have a place that's really secluded. You don't want people around.
Yeah,
You wanna
but
be-
there's
What
some
about, like,
people
your
can eat
parents?
mushrooms and talk to people. My friends can do that. I could never do that. It's
Yeah.
amazing to me how you be tripping and just.
I mean, how much? How different are mushrooms as opposed to say like that pipe right there with the pot?
I think
A lot different, a lot better, a lot stronger.
Mushrooms better.
Well, it's different. I mean, you're mushrooms. You're seeing shit.
You are.
So, I've seen trails getting high once hitting a bong in college. Like I moved and the whole room went like that. But other than that, weed's not a hallucinogenic.
Yeah. So mushrooms is hallucinogenic.
You've never eaten mushrooms?
I think I had it once, and I didn't know about it. But with I do take meds.
Yeah.
I take.
Well, that would have a definite effect.
But I don't take heavy meds. I take pretty basic stuff. Lamictal is basically epilepsy medication.
Do you take any MAOIs?
No.
Okay.
No,
you might
I don't.
Be okay then.
I don't. That's what is that Asian food?
Yeah. That is what they put in Asian food.
No, I take Lexapro, 10 milligrams. Eventually, I go to 20. I take Lamictal. I take a little piece of Klonopin occasionally. And then I have a beta blocker if I get my blood pressure up in a fight.
What about the microdosing now? I think I heard that's the latest thing. I would like to start with that again because it's literally been fucking.
I think you just got to go for it because I took like a year off or so because I thought, you know what, I just want to try
of hallucinogens or shrooms?
Yeah.
Shrooms,
I think all
DMT. All.
And how long do they last? Your hallucinations? 24.
Mushrooms are about
you eat. No.
4 hours.
Yeah, about
4
that's
hours.
it. And DMT's like 10 minutes or less. It's really cool.
Oh, that's intense though, huh?
It's really
That's what I
Holy
heard. I
shit.
so want to try that. I heard that. Okay, so I heard that ayahuasca is like the Wayusa vine mixed with DMT or something like that.
Party
it's
girls.
MAOI plus DMT. It's
You got a buddy, Pamela. There you go.
Mushrooms are natural though, right?
yeah.
The greatest thing I loved about mushrooms, besides tripping and laughing, like you've never laughed before, is after you trip and then coming down.
Yeah.
That was my favorite because it was like you went through it and then I could never do that. DMT,
It's just like a euphoric thing,
Yeah, it's like
the come down or the
yeah, coming down. You just feel like everything's great, everything's clear.
Yeah, it's like almost like you're
Everything
high
makes
and
sense
less
now.
High, less high.
Really?
Yeah.
Makes sense now.
You're reconnected to everything.
Yeah.
Where do you get mushrooms? I feel like I need to get
Pamela's
involved.
fucking terse.
How do you consume mushrooms?
You know what I like to do? I like to put them in warm, not hot water with some ginger to cut down on the nausea, and then just drink it, and then eat the mushrooms out of that, and then they don't taste as bad.
Dude, you
when
have the
they're
girl
wet.
to fucking
Could you smoke
lead
them?
through your
No.
He's
first.
a pro. Nice.
No,
You snort
don't.
mushrooms?
You inject them. But Jason, I took some time off, and then I was really scared to get back into them, and now
Well, that's
it's like
how
the
I
best
feel right
thing I
now.
ever did.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
will eat mushrooms again. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen, but it needs to be a way. Good mushrooms. Eat a little bit more. I don't want to lose my fucking mind.
I have at the grocery store.
Edible.
I literally
In the salad bar area?
pot brownies. I can't even eat it. And that's what turned me off a little bit. I can't eat a
weeds.
fucking pot brownie anymore.
I get so paranoid on
I can't
weed,
do
and
them. I
don't
used to
get
love
that on
them,
mushrooms.
and then I did, and I don't either. So maybe I would go to, but it still freaks me out because I was so fucked up. So
Really,
fucked
yeah.
up.
It really knocks you on your ass, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it didn't for a long time,
Yeah.
and then it did, and I was bummed because I fucking loved it, and now I can't. And I did it one more time, and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
I
I
had
just
like
can't be that.
I just
fucked
did them
up.
for the first time like a month ago
An
with
edible?
her.
An edible.
No, mushrooms.
Oh, we're talking. I thought we were talking about. Yeah.
No.
Well, it's all. But that's my point. It's too strong, man. It's too strong.
Mushrooms?
great.
No. Edibles.
Edibles are, yeah.
What I
yeah,
want
yeah,
to do is
yeah.
I want to do like I was reading about micro dosing or whatever.
Yeah.
Take a little fucking bit,
Yeah, right.
and then I think that's how you
I-
start, and then
I've tried that.
I have
I don't know.
microaggressions.
Well, if you trip out, if you trip a lot, then you're fucking. Please get fucking Brody.
Are they
Brody high mushrooms.
expensive?
Brody,
No.
it's life changing, amazing shit.
Well, I'm nervous.
It's
Take
really
a little
cool.
bit.
I think the last
They're-
time I did mushrooms, I was at a Chili Peppers concert, and
Oh.
it was the greatest night of my life.
Really?
It was
Well
my
said.
birthday, and it was so cool.
That's
Did Flea
amazing.
remind you of Lenny Dykstra?
Wow. No.
Call back to the story. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, mushrooms are great. You laugh your fucking ass off.
I need to laugh.
I haven't done
Yes,
mushrooms in
it's
a
so
long
great.
time, Gilly.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just saying. Me neither, and we're both overdue, bro. But,
You know what we used to do?
That's why I want to eat them with fucking you.
You know how we used to do them back in the day, like me and Duncan and all them. We used to get like an ounce of mushrooms, and then we'd put them in a blender with like a bunch of orange juice, and then we'd blend the shit out of it, and then we would all just do shots of this brown mud.
In L.A.?
Oh yeah, of
Oh my God,
course.
I remember that's hilarious.
And what would that do?
You're looking at it. Look at him.
Up
He's running a
everything.
podcast right now.
Open up everything. It would eventually get me evicted in 5 years, but no regrets, no regrets, no regrets, no surrender. To me, opened up my mind. To my landlord, caused a lot of problems.
Mushrooms led to problems.
Well,
Don't tell Brody that. You're gonna
Yeah.
fuck it up now. No, it's definitely more positive.
No, because I was late on my rent today. I didn't. I'm thinking about that.
Why is that? Why is that, Brody?
I just wasn't. I was sabotaging.
You got in the drop box like 20 minutes after the buzzer.
Yeah, I usually. Well, I haven't like till the 4th to pay it, but I usually like pay it like on the 3rd.
Okay, well then you're not late. You're good.
Yeah, I'm a good tenant.
Brody is
bet.
fucking. Let me tell you, Brody is Smiley more, and I felt it when we hung out 2 weeks ago. You're in a good place right now in the last week, and I felt it when you
think
brought me
so?
up. Yeah, I said you're back. That's
It's
the fucking thing I
Lexapro.
said. Whatever it is,
I think it's
Brody's back.
It's the Cubs winning the World Series.
Well, no, I'll tell you, it's like no.
No, that stresses
Jason
ass
knows.
out.
That was very stressful, and then it took a couple weeks to come down from that. I went through, I went through some stuff. People were, hating on me. There was jealousy because I lived a dream. I was able to.
You did.
I lived a dream.
You lived mine.
And I pushed, and I rode the wave.
Did you
and-
believe?
Yeah, I believed.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
believed.
do your fans and shit? Do people know that you want to like be? You're already in baseball, but like want to do that? Did people know that?
Do you have a baseball background, Brody?
Well, I played a little bit in college.
No, but Brody wants to work in the fucking.
Well, I
was
like
that's
baseball, I wouldn't
brilliant.
mind,
That's
you know.
brilliant. Making a lot of money. Fucking,
Well, yeah, maybe one day. But it was just hanging out with the Cubs and then being around them and my friend being a coach and then just seeing things happen and being close to the action. And then as the playoffs happened, I didn't go to the first few playoff games. I got asked to come out during the World Series, but I'm more of a spring training, regular season guy because the playoffs is too crazy, so I just back out. But to be along, it was pretty cool.
that was amazing, and that was an amazing series. Like every time they were
I'll
going to
never,
fucking
for the rest of my
choke-
life, I won't
No,
forget
not
it.
all the playoffs with the Cubs.
And that joke is real. If these guys said this on my set, I really did walk into a bathroom and there was two dudes sucking each other off right after the Cubs won the World Series.
Really?
Yeah. And dude, I had to pee so bad. They just looked up at me and I looked at them and I was just like, gentlemen.
Holy shit.
And I just pissed and they just kept on fucking being bros.
Holy shit! They were Cubs fans, obviously.
Apparently, I told my buddy, I'm like, we're either in a gay
Horny
bar,
gay Cubs fan.
we're either in a gay bar or they're paying off the weirdest bet in '96. No, bro, you said if ever.
Oh,
dude.
everybody must have been fucking. I mean, that city went insane.
I mean, you were there, bro. You saw it.
It
nuts.
was.
I've never seen so many people happy. Everyone's
That's
like,
incredible.
oh, they're going to turn over cars. They're going to be violent. No,
violence.
That's
not
incredible.
Cubs
But it was about the families. You saw how everybody thought about their parents and their grandparents because it was just a generational thing. Watching the games and so many people, their grandparents
those big guys.
Dude, my mom
were gone.
My mom inherited a 1919 Wrigley Field 2 box seats. They're like the little green seats they pull down. They still have the little ticket numbers on them. When they remodeled it, you could buy them. They inherited, so I'll inherit those eventually. But like, dude, I mean, I have Wrigley Field box seats in my house. Like,
Get the eBay account.
100%.
But you would go
If something happens to those chicks, hey man, who knows what's up?
But they had chalk. People were writing on the stadium. All their memories, and it was real. I mean, it was insane. It was, for me, it wasn't like the party. It was
78, my first Cubs.
It was the families to see how happy they were, and then being on that parade and looking out there and seeing how happy the kids were.
The city was happy for the city. It wasn't even about it transcended baseball, and it really came into that town.
Yeah.
And the history of that
But
town.
the games themselves, they fucking had it and they pissed it away and they had it and it was destiny. That was destiny.
I was there.
Because all the
As was I.
Amazing.
When they hit that home run, when the Indians hit the home run to tie it up in the eighth inning, that place exploded. It was
Not where I was.
violent. It was violent.
I was the opposite reaction. So we're like playing ping pong.
They were
I'm in
falling
Old Town.
down.
I was 4 bars to the left of Zanies, downtown Old Town Zanies. That's right where I was. So I'm right there.
Oh, I
right
know
at,
it.
Right at Old Town. Of
Know
course
it
you
well.
do. You know, and when they hit that home run, you could have heard a fucking grasshopper fart.
Pin drop.
They came back.
Dude, and everybody, and it was a party, and then all of a sudden they hit that home run, and everybody was just done. And you're like,
You
here it
felt
comes
like the
again.
Cubs are going to lose at
Here
that
it comes
point.
again. I felt like a battered wife that knew another punch was coming. And I can't believe I fell for it again.
Has there ever been a
On
rain
mushrooms.
delay in a Game 7 of a World Series before?
Good question. I'm not
Maybe,
sure.
maybe not.
Because I
But
feel like that was kind of poetic.
the rain delay,
Yeah.
I was able to catch my breath, and I was thinking like, it's going to keep raining. Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to? When's this game ever going to be played again? But then they said, hey, it's going to pass through. Tarp's going to come off, and then, boom.
I got a question for you, Brody.
Sure.
Do you think, I mean, you know baseball more
I
than
played.
anybody in here.
I
I
played.
think you played a little high school ball.
Played in college.
Did you play in college? I never heard that. So you might know some of the guys. Who did that rain delay help more?
The Cubs. They won.
But I mean, if you know,
simple question.
If you were
simple answer
at home, got a little rain delay. You're on the road, little rain delay. Who would you rather be?
The Cubs.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean.
Okay.
I was so happy for them because, like, that one time he brought David Ross over to Kimmel.
Yeah.
He is such a gentleman.
Nice guy.
He is such a great guy. And I was so happy for him and his team whenever that happened.
Exactly. And he had a home run in Game 7. David Ross, when I did my show, Brody and Pals.
And David Ross is old enough to be your ex-husband. So
In August, he came to the show. David Ross, and
I remember hearing that.
And they ended up hitting a home run in the 7th game. And I remember after Game 7, he goes, "Yes, energy, Brody." Yeah, the baseball players like that kind of talk, you know. So when you got an energy guy, they like having that around. Keeps them loose.
Dude, you should have filmed that. That's amazing. Like you're
Well,
like a
I put some
mascot.
stuff on.
I've seen it before, though.
Dude,
I've
why
seen it
didn't you
on-
fucking film that?
I've seen that
Dude,
on
you
my
gotta be-
Meltdown
he's like a
and stuff.
mascot. I didn't know he was
Like, you're
doing
always
that.
like,
Dude, you got to be eating so much pussy.
You know, I was
True or false?
I was dating Chris Bryant's cousin right before I moved out here.
Are you kidding me?
I feel like I broke the curse.
What was
Look
his
at me in
name?
the eyes.
I swear to God.
Her name.
Good guy, decent guy.
Stacy.
Are you from Vegas?
Stacy. No, I'm from I'm from Beverly, Massachusetts, but I moved up to New Hampshire.
Okay, where Manchester?
Close to
Derry.
Manchester. Yeah, I went to Pinkerton Academy, which is in Derry.
Oh, it is? Okay.
But I grew up.
Pinkerton Academy.
Yeah, it's
That's a
Pinkerton Academy.
Weezer album.
Weezer album. Dude, that's my second favorite band.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Dude,
What the fuck? How did I never? How was that? not,
arguably
like-
their best
Red
album.
Hot Chili Peppers.
You're rad.
I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but yeah, I was like kind of banging her. She was weird though, man.
She was. What's that?
She was a little weird.
His sister?
One time,
Well, it's
it's
okay.
True
You know,
story.
let's
True
keep it
story.
let's
true
keep it
story.
positive, though.
I love her. Listen, I'm actually a positive guy, so I'm going to keep this very positive. After a wonderful night of hanging out with this girl, we got together and we were doing a little something, and I reached down and I kind of pulled her butt cheeks away, and she's like, "Oh, don't do that," or like whatever. I was like, "All right, fine," and then I like went to the bathroom.
Lobster tail hanging out of her ass.
Nah, dude.
Throwing a guess out there.
Dude, my hands just smelled like such shit. I think she shit her pants.
Yeah, that's hot, bro. Dude, why you got to get me hard,
I
dude?
didn't want to tell that.
What the
Now
I
I'm
didn't wanna
rock
tell that
hard.
story.
Now you got the team hard.
No,
as
it was
fuck.
no. You know what it was? No. You know what it was? And this is gonna. It was early in the morning. It was probably just hot in the room, a little swampiness. She was a great girl. I shouldn't be saying anything.
Dude, what
about
if
her.
she'd have pulled your ass cheeks apart?
Oh, it would have
you're
been
trying to
trouble.
fuck-
It would have
Okay.
been. I would have. I'd have killed myself, honestly.
Yeah, of course.
I don't get it. You're trying to fuck her in the ass and then
No, it was just like we were snuggling, doing the whole kissy thing, and I probably just do something where I was like, "You want me to take control?" Boom.
Dude, my first
Right
move,
on the butt.
eat your ass. First date, you go in to use the bathroom, bam, I kick the door open, eat your ass. Now you're like, what the fuck is his second move? We haven't even kissed yet. This guy's got my knees pinned to my ears, drilling for oil.
Yeah, I think we were on mushrooms the night before, actually. And mushrooms is the reason why
Why are
I'm.
you pointing at me?
matter-
I wasn't involved
You
in this
spoke.
scene.
She's
you
DMT.
you
She's
spoke.
mushroom.
Don't you remember? You were there. No, we were talking. You were talking about it in your set, and we were talking about it. Yeah, that's like, and I decided to move out here that next day. So that's why mushrooms to me is like a cheat code. You like figure shit out.
Magic.
There you go.
Duct tape is my cheat code.
Cheat code. So who's on stage right now? Red Band?
I think Red Band's doing 40. And
I
then
should
he's-
probably go in there. Somebody want to jump in on this? Jump
you go.
in.
That's cool. You listen to rock and roll.
Dude, you're
fucking,
I love it.
I love rock
You're
and roll. I
good.
love Tool.
Yeah, it's my favorite band, dude.
They're incredible. I saw them. I've seen them several times.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean,
actually
Who are you talking
mine
about,
too.
Jay?
Sure.
Hold on
Tool.
a second.
Oh, Tool, yeah. That's Nick
You
Youssef's
said it.
favorite.
Yeah.
That's his Wilco.
Hold on, we got Tool. Oh, that's the honor
It's
record.
my only tattoo. It's a Tool tattoo.
The
It's from
honor
10
record.
It's 10,000 days.
Oh, 10,000 days. 10,000
Yeah,
days.
the latest one.
Yeah. They're phenomenal.
They're amazing.
Phenomenal fucking band. I mean, they're all like great musicians. Maynard's out of his mind. Yeah.
I love it.
That's cool. What other bands you into?
Like Weezer. I've been getting into Muse lately. Do you guys like Muse?
Love
man.
Muse.
I
Teams
fucking
loves
love
Muse.
Muse.
Dude, left-handed drummer. I play left-handed. Jay, your kid's a drummer. Bro, Muse is incredible. If you've never seen them live, they're incredible.
I've never seen them live. I've just been getting
Three
into their
guys,
music.
they make
They kick
so
ass.
much noise.
Incredible.
They had the coolest merch because, it's only 3 dudes, but they use a lot of like pedals and tricks that make it sound like there's like a bigger band. They're very Queen kind of, like that kind of. And they had this merch of like the 3 of them standing there, and then there was like a light source this way, but they cast 5 shadows. So it's like 3 of them, but they had 5 shadows. I'm
What,
like, dude, that's a badass. That says
They're all
everything
great
about that
musicians
band.
for sure.
Dude, they're
Did
incredible.
you? Brody Split. I gave Brody.
In a way, he destroyed the Black Crowes in a weird way.
Who?
Because the lead singer of Muse is with Chris Robinson's ex chick.
I didn't know that.
What's her name?
Well, they're all fucking. What's her
Actress,
face?
Goldie Hawn's kid.
Yeah.
Probably Google it.
Oh, Steve Hahn, of course.
No, what's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? What's Goldie?
Shoot.
Kate.
Kate.
You're right.
Wait.
Nah.
Yeah, love. Do you know
Will
who
Snow.
Ty Segall is?
Can drive me nuts.
She's in You, Me, and Dupree.
Is it Kate Hudson?
Hudson.
Yeah, Kate Hudson. Divorced Chris Robinson, and now she's with the lead singer of Muse.
What subgenre of rock would you call Muse? 90s alternative?
I don't know what I would call them.
Muse?
No, they weren't even
Muse
around in
was
the 90s,
out
man.
way
They
after
weren't?
that.
No. They're way after that.
They're too much. Dude, I know people love that fucking band. And I like them too, but they're.
Dude,
a little
if you
too much
saw
like
them, you'd be
Radiohead, and I
like,
fucking
dude, like
love
seeing them is like
Radiohead.
seeing Radiohead. Yeah,
They're phenomenal
Yeah.
musicians.
You
That-
see them and you're like, oh man, it's like that. Dude, the English have this thing where they can do this, like episodic concerts, like Radiohead, Muse, like all the Rolling Stones,
great
all those people.
musicians,
They're so
bro.
great,
It's all about
but they're
the-
great about ginormous production value. To me,
Dude, Teebs, I fucking love you, buddy.
love you too, buddy.
I'm glad I'm
so good to see
stoned.
you, man.
I'm glad
you're baked.
I
Glad you're here.
called
Glad
you.
you're rocking. Rock.
That's all good.
How was your set, man? How was your set?
That was good. I had fun.
Have you performed here a lot?
No, just on Sundays.
I realized after I got off stage that I owed you an apology because when I got off stage, they didn't like me, and I was supposed to do 12, and I looked at the thing, and I had done like 17.
Can I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
They let you a lot.
Well, I didn't see it. That guy, whoever was lighting me, is not the normal guy they have here.
He was afraid.
But I was looking, I'm like, dude, I guess I'll keep going.
But
because I thought you weren't in the room, and I thought they wanted me to keep going.
Oh, no.
Because I had a timer. I'm looking at my timer. And I'm like, God, no.
Well, no, he kept turning it on and turning it right off because I think you intimidated him a little bit.
How so?
I don't know.
How do you think that?
You're kind of scary.
I'm scary?
It's okay. I mean, I cut mine kind of short, so
Yeah, I mean, you're
it
like
kind of
a-
makes.
I'll take scary.
You're like a
Yeah.
combination of Dan Nolan and
And who?
And what's the dude's name? David Deary. You're like David Deary and Dan Nolan mixed together.
What?
What
Dude,
you
you had
say?
a great set, by the way.
Oh, thank you, man.
I love that, man. You had a really funny set.
Thanks.
How long ago you started comedy again? Like 5-6 years?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where are you from again?
Great.
I'm originally from South Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been in like LA area?
I've been in LA exactly a year.
Oh, welcome, man. How do you like it? It's culture shock city, right?
It's fun now.
Love you, buddy. See you, Scortis.
I thought you were literally from Jamaica. Maybe it's because I'm stoned and you have the dreads, but your voice, I was like, is this cat from Jamaica or like Costa Rica or some shit?
No, it's a
Carolina.
southern accent mixed with
weed.
Yeah.
I don't even smoke weed.
Is your family?
Really?
Are your parents from where are your parents from?
They're from slavery.
from what? What country though?
Africa.
They're from Africa.
Mine too,
What
just
country?
the other
No,
side.
like my parents. No, my parents are from South
Oh,
Carolina.
they're from South Carolina. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I'm first generation like Ireland, but I just assumed like.
Oh, no, see what it is. My father has a nondescript accent.
Uh-huh.
So you mix that with like a southern accent.
That makes sense.
And
That
then-
makes sense. Like,
So
listen,
he picks up where he's at.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
And then you're just bewildered.
No, it's cool. You got a cool.
So it's
cool
like
accent.
a southern accent mixed
It's cool.
with Idaho.
No weed.
No
Because-
weed. I
wow.
can't smoke weed. I want to smoke weed. but I can't.
Why can't you smoke?
That's a valid question.
get-
Why can't you smoke?
I get
fucking
I
weed?
get bad anxiety. So
That's fine.
Bri has the fucking strain that you're looking for.
You
bro.
know, I
No, it
used to
doesn't.
get really bad anxiety my whole life. Like I called the police on myself twice from smoking
Really?
weed. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And because I thought I was dying, and figured it out. It's super easy. If you ever get anxiety from smoking weed, all you do is you just take one hit. That's it. You wait 20 minutes. Nothing's going to happen. Even if you get anxiety on weed, if you take one hit, you're just going to be.
and have a beer too.
Yeah, and if you have a beer
drink.
with you, you're going to be fine.
Well, somebody
The
can
problem
do
is that a lot of people go, "Oh, I want to try weed," and then they're just smoking like half a joint with
Yeah.
somebody. Of course, you're going to get
It's
anxiety.
too
I'll
strong.
get anxiety if I have a half a joint with somebody right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, bro, you love pot. You never smoked
Yeah.
pot. Like take a.
No,
hit,
I
take
smoke pot a
hit.
bunch.
Oh, all right.
Dude, I remember
I think I just always-
Red Band.
Yeah.
Right when they started to like make weed legal or just even talk about it, and that movie Grizzly Man was out.
Oh yeah, one of my faves.
Rogan and Duncan and I went to go see that at the theater together.
Oh wow.
And Rogan had these like, remember those big Christmas tree lollipops that get smaller? They're like the big round ones though. So we're in his car and he's like, "Hey man, everyone take like a couple licks that are, lollipops, and then we'll go in, we'll get popcorn, then we'll get at our seats, and we'll
You got too fucked
get our
up.
fucking lollipops back out." So we go in, we have a couple licks in his car, we go into the theater, Grizzly Man starts, and Duncan and Rogan's like, "Hey guys, pull your suckers back out and let's have a couple licks off our suckers." They both pull up these suckers. I hold up this empty stick.
Oh no.
Oh shit, dude.
And Rogan and Duncan are like, "Oh, dude, we're so sorry, man."
Good luck.
And I'm like, wait. Why is everyone sorry? Like, why are we sorry? Yeah, dude, you're in fucking deep shit. So not only like 20 minutes into the movie do I start having kind of a meltdown.
Wow.
It's the worst movie to have a meltdown because an hour after that, this bear fucking eats these people.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, of course, from a movie 10 years ago. Dude, it was the worst.
Did you freak out?
Well, I mean, I was just like thinking about my
Too
sister
high.
getting eaten alive by a bear.
Too
whatever,
high.
yeah,
Just too
yeah.
high. Like, that's why
it was the
animals kill it
worst.
for me.
Like,
Same thing.
that was
probably-
like 15 years ago.
Yeah, and
but I'll
probably-
never forget that.
Same thing happened to me probably same time period when I first moved to LA. Joe Rogan hired me. He moved
When you
me
did
out.
salvia in my apartment?
No. Before that, Joe Rogan moved me out from Ohio. I moved to LA, and I'm Ohio weed. That's what we called Mexican brickweed.
Ditchweed.
seeds.
We call it ditchweed in
now.
Indiana.
And it's like
Like
compressed.
bread?
Yeah.
It's compressed
Sticks,
into-
stems,
Right.
seeds.
So I come out, and Joe, Fear Factor money. He goes, "Here, take this edible," and so we take one or two, and he's like, "Let's go, come with me to Fear Factor." This is like the first week. I was out
Technically,
here.
you weren't even working for him, or were you?
Yeah, I was still. I mean, I worked for him.
Oh, okay.
Right when I first moved. So we take some. We go to Fear Factor, and he goes, "All right, well, I got to do my shit. So hang out in this trailer with all the directors and shit like that."
Yeah.
I'm sitting there. I start feeling my heartbeat in my ears. Like I'm like panicking.
no,
I'm
yeah.
freaking the fuck out. I've never had anything this strong, and I had two. I think it was one or two. Like full shit. I then I had to sit outside. I was sweating.
What a nightmare.
And then Rogan was came out in between takes. And was like, "Holy shit, dude! Here, hang out with these PA girls." So then these PA girls take me into their car, and so they could smoke weed. And I remember I had my video because I was going to go there and just videotape shit behind the scenes and stuff. It was just me. It was at the hotel where Kennedy got shot in
Dallas? You're in Dallas?
No, in L.A. in the other Kennedy.
Oh, Bobby.
Yeah,
Brother.
They closed down the hotel, but then they were using it for shoots before they tore it down or whatever. And I remember being in the car, and I have the video of it somewhere still. And it's just me going, I think I'm going to die, where these two girls are smoking weed and blowing it on my face. And that was my, like, ever since then, I was like, shit, I can't I hate edibles now from that.
Well, that's what fucked me up. That's what I was saying when you're out of the room, Brian. And I loved them so much. And then that one time I swam, I ate it one Saturday morning. My kids are around. I ate it. I go fucking swimming. So I think there's something to do with that.
They're sneaky.
Because I ate them. I went swimming. I think there's something to do with the heart rate or whatever, because I started tripping, hallucinating. I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I fucked that. So something a couple months ago happened. John Jones, popular UFC fighter, one of my favorites. He got tested for some kind of illegal substance, so he got banned from the UFC for a year.
Oh, wow. He's the best, right?
Ultimate Fighter. And while it was happening, I gave a prediction out. So here is let's take a clip of this real quick, because something funny happened the other day. This is from the Joe Rogan Experience. Let's just watch this first. This was about August.
Hello, freak bitches. It's so ridiculous.
I know what this is, by the way. I already saw it.
Bantamweight division is filled with fucking killers now. There's so many good fighters. It's like they're trading titles
and
now.
they're the main events, which I love. I love that. That's a big deal. Women's sports, they don't.
Well, it's definitely a big deal for the biggest pay-per-view ever. I mean, obviously, it wasn't going to be if John Jones didn't test positive for something.
Right, I get it.
But because he did,
it switched around.
Yeah.
But
So
is he admitting? I love Eleanor being on there too. By the way,
no, he's not. He's not saying anything. Chael P. Sonnen leaked the information during my last podcast, so it's out.
I was gonna say
Chael has leaked out information. It could be.
Is it what he said to me out there?
I know nothing.
I didn't hear anything. I wasn't even here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Honestly, I'm in a weird position because I don't think anybody's supposed to be talking about the medical results until like it gets released. I don't know how it works. I really don't. I'm going to plead ignorance.
Right.
I'll plead ignorance all day. It's my middle name, I think.
He probably took boner pills because they have all that shit in them. Like boner pills have steroids in them.
Why do you have a boner pill in your hand? What's happening right now?
Because I just found Joe's gas station over here. It has like the best. I've never seen these
Brian
rhinoceroses.
is known for his love of the boner pill. He is what you would call a boner pill connoisseur. He's actually read blogs about boner pills and directed me to reviews of boner pills.
I'm terrified.
But these things have steroids in them. They have a bunch of stuff. And if you party, wasn't the last thing he got busted for cocaine or something? If you do cocaine, a lot of guys take these because you can get hard off of having cocaine. And so if he takes boner pills, then he's going to be tested for steroids.
I think this is a little too much speculation for a person who I deeply respect.
You nailed it.
1 month later.
1 month later. Now, that was in August. Now, Joe just had a great interview with John Jones a couple days ago, 2 days ago. And Joe, I wish I had the actual clip from the actual show instead of this ghetto version of it. But Joe brought up the whole thing to John Jones. So let's take a look at that right now. Here we go.
Sketchy shit. Right, but didn't you think there might be some sketchy shit? Some Chinese gas station rhino dick pill?
I know about the rhinos.
My friend
He
Ryan.
just goes, how do you know about the rhinos?
Red band.
My friend Brian called it. He was on the podcast. He said, John likes to party. I bet he took one of them dick pills.
No, that's funny.
He called it.
Yeah,
that's
brilliant. Well, he was on.
No way, dude. That's breaking news.
And what do you know about the rhinos?
That's major breaking news, Brian.
And the reason why is because I used to do a joke about Earl. A long time ago, Earl told me about.
Are the boner pill police to me?
Absolutely.
If I want to know what I got to take, I got to talk to you or Earl, and that's it.
Yeah, Earl. A long time ago.
You guys did the research.
Yeah, long time ago, Earl told me about these dick pills because I think I was
Hot Rod 5000.
Yeah. So I think I was in San Diego and I bought one as a joke because I never had seen them before at a gas station. And then I was telling Earl about it and he goes, "Oh, bro, you need to try Hot Rod 5000s." Yep. And then I was like, "What's that?" And so I used to go to this vitamin shop in Hollywood, and they were like straight on like it looked like a snake bit your dick and it swelled. Like it wasn't just like you got a boner.
All
it was
of
like
us, all of us were taking them.
Yeah, we all loved them.
I loved them.
Everyone in comments were. But then they started getting more popular at gas stations to the point where now, if you go to any gas station that's not like a 7-Eleven, you're going to see like rhinoceroses. It's going to say Rhino 4, Rhino 7000, Rhino Black Panther, whatever. So then I started doing jokes about them, and so I would take them on stage as a joke.
Yep.
Like I would go whatever city I was. I'm like, these are the boner pills you have, and I have a boner pill joke, and then let me take one of these, and that was the whole thing. And what was funny about it is because I thought, no harm, these things are just stupid, like for some reason you get a boner, but I didn't think it was unhealthy. But then people were like, no, dude, those are they're bad for you. Like so then FDA.
How so?
If you go to FDA.gov,
Okay.
they have reviewed half of the boner pills that you can buy, and they tell you what's in them. Like there's a bunch of shitty ingredients that they're not supposed to be in. So some of them had steroids, some of them had this, some like all this shit that's not supposed to be in them.
A lot of caffeine, a lot of taurine, a
lot of crazy illegal stuff. Even Mexican Viagra, which was a big thing. Like they just had Viagra in them. So. By the way, and I've taken Viagra and Cialis and all that shit. They don't even come close to these boner pills. You take one of these boner pills, it's like the crystal meth of boner pills.
I was hot,
like it's.
I was hard for 18 hours off that hot
Yeah.
rod.
Oh yeah, the hot rod was like one of the worst.
Came twice.
Yeah. And that's
it's like a zombie I couldn't kill. I kept shooting in the face. It kept getting up and walking back to me.
And I would take them. I would take them for fun. I took them for fun for a while because I was going to massage parlors and I just wanted to see their faces when I flipped over, and like I was dating. I was dating.
Surprise.
Like you have a one night stand with a date. You want to like be like, holy shit, like because not only does it make it thick and big, but it also just never goes away.
When you
like,
come, you're still hard.
Yeah. You could like just.
Pam is either wet or completely grossed out. I think it's grossed out.
You guys should have a new business. You could have like a hotline for guys to call, and you could say, "This is what I want," and you'd be like, "Oh, you need the Hot Rod 5000."
It's called 711.com.
Yeah.
Right now.
Chevrons have the best ones I found. Anyways, but if you go,
what are the best ones?
The best ones are any of the Rhinos. When it says Rhino 7, that's my fave.
Why is it your fave?
That whatever that brand is. They
works good for you.
They have the illegal shit in it, and then when they get in trouble, then they just make their new company called Rhino 8, and then when they get in trouble, they have their new company be called Rhino 9 because they only get fined like $1,000, and they're making millions.
Wow.
So they close the company down, make a new company, call it Rhino 8. They're not even hiding it. Like they're just going through. They even like recently had like Rhino 7S, like an iPhone, and that's the name of their company.
7S.
Yeah.
What is the illegal stuff?
Well, it's illegal Viagra shit that you're not supposed. Steroids, like beta blockers,
So, Brian,
like
did
things.
Make you feel high?
Now, hold on. You guys' mics are all been down. Sorry. They make you feel like you're a teen again. That's the one thing I liked. Like how I have no problem getting a boner. I can get a boner just looking at a commercial, a car commercial. But like,
it's like you get a boner, you come, and then you're hard again, like you're 15
no.
again.
But you also have that drive where where you're just like fucking like I want to fuck right now. Like it's not even just having a boner. It's like that. Oh, I'm going to get laid tonight. Like you're trying to get laid, which is something that I haven't had since I was 18.
How much are those? How much are they?
They're usually about
$12
or something like
$7.
But what was I gonna say? But I stopped taking them because some of them fuck with your blood pressure. Now there was one time the last time I really it slapped me where I can't take it. There's this one company called Black Panther, and they have a boner pill that I do not recommend. I took it and I started seeing trails everywhere.
Holy
like
shit.
I was in Stand Up Live in Arizona. And I was about to go on stage, and I'm like, I don't know if I can go on stage. Like, I feel like I'm on acid right now. So, like, when I came out on stage, I told them, like, hey, I took a bad boner pill. Right now, you guys are all colors. So, like,
that's brilliant.
So, after that, I was like, I gotta.
What about taking a half or something? Like
if you're gonna do it, just go all. I mean, I've taken over 100 of them. You're not gonna die. Allegedly, but
why would you take it before you went on stage?
This one, I don't know why I did take it on stage. I think I was with a girl I don't know. I don't
How
even
long does
remember.
it take to kick in? To get your fucking dick hard?
Usually, I like to like they say take it like a half hour before sex, but I like to take it like 5 hours before sex.
Wow.
Yeah, like it lasts so long. Like nowadays they last like 7 days or something like that, which is more like 4 days. But you're like just waking up. Like you know how you have a pee boner when you wake up. Imagine if that pee boner was on call like that at any second. Like you would just be like you'll sneeze, and if you sneeze downward, you'll get hard. You know, like. But now I've kind of almost completely gone off of it.
Because of health reasons?
Yeah, it was just there was too many bad batches. Like you'll take it's like a lottery. Like sometimes they won't even do shit. Like you're like I didn't feel anything. Other times you're like I'm on acid.
But are they good for any? Can you just take boner pills for just regular health?
No, there's no reason to take boner pills. I would only recommend it if you got like a Tinder date or something like that, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to impress the shit out of this woman.
What would happen if I took one?
It just makes your pussy hard, like your pussy boner hard. You know that thing that comes out when you lick it, and it looks like an alien, like an alien head comes out of the chest. That thing gets really erect. Like you could like flick it.
But they say nitric oxide and NO is good. It opens up your veins. It's good for like your heart. It's good for your
absolutely. No, but nitrous oxide or whatever, or not nitrous oxide.
Nitric.
Whatever it's called. You can get that at health.
Yeah, it gives you
stores.
a pump, and they say it's like good for your. It's like Viagra too, somewhat, I guess.
Yeah, because it gets your blood going and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't recommend boner pills, but if you want to try it out, look for the Rhino.
Dude, why are they sending you free shit?
I wish.
How can they not be? I don't understand that.
Because they don't even want anyone to know. Like if you look at any of the boner pills, there's no address or there's no company address or anything like that. It's completely shady as fuck.
Oh, they are.
Wow. They're really. That's why they're not in real gas. They're only on those like kind of like on sketch. Like they're in Chevrons, but they're not in 7-Elevens. You know, they're not Shells.
They're not. Are they FDA approved?
No. Supplements you don't have to get FDA approved. That's why, like, if it's a supplement, the FDA doesn't really fuck with you unless it's something bad or illegal. Then they get fined, and the fines are so small that they could just close the company down and have a new one. And when FDA catches up to them, then they're like, all right, new company. You know.
Yeah, they must be making fucking millions.
That's incredible. Millions.
Supplements do work, though, right? I mean, I think they do.
Depends what you're talking about. There's a lot of different supplements.
I take BioSil, and I feel it.
What's BioSil?
For hair, skin, nails, cartilage, connective tissue.
But that's kind of real shit. That's kind
yeah,
of like
I take it. I feel it.
What does that do?
Just kind of like strengthens your nails.
It's like calcium times 100.
Yeah, it makes your beard stronger.
Wow, really?
Yeah, helps your eyebrows grow.
Like biotin.
Yeah, it has biotin in it.
Yeah.
But it's BioSil, so they have couple other things in there also. Christy Brinkley uses it.
So is there like something to like keep you from getting boners, man? Because like I have a problem where I have too many boners.
Oh, you have too many boners?
With no boner pills, nothing. You're just hard all day?
Yeah, it's like I get hard. Like
you should be in fucking porn.
I was thinking about it.
You
like,
should be in porn.
If I can't, like,
if you need to, let me know.
You're trying to stop.
I was really thinking about it, like a lot.
Dude, my buddy Jason Washington was a comedian.
Did the phones?
He had a big dick and he got into fucking porn. Like porn stars, if you are like that all the time, you need to fuck. You should fucking.
But you want to stop it.
Yeah, it's like it's when I get excited when I'm about to like clock out for lunch and shit like that. Like my dick gets hard like 10 minutes.
What? Are you serious? Wait, how old are you? How old are you?
In that sweater?
I can tell you how to stop that.
Where's the weed?
I just want to know where the fuck you work at.
No, I was just like, I was like, oh shit, let me check the clock. I was like, it's right, like I'm about to clock out.
Do you beat off at work?
No, I don't beat off. I'm just like, damn, but I wear like tight clothes where I'm like, damn, I think I might be exposed right now. Like my dick is like really hard.
Yeah, but you tuck it up to like up the flip cage, right?
It's just like sometimes I don't want to do all that extra movement.
Bro,
I'm like, man, I just
you
don't
should be
wanna...
at work fucking.
I should.
Yeah, have you literally thought about doing that?
I was thinking, but I was like, I don't know if I want to like ruin all of it by fucking on camera.
Ruin all
I would
You're
say
a comedian.
don't.
I know that's another.
I would say don't do porn.
You're love
Don't do
pussy.
porn?
You're hard all the time.
I really have a campaign where I could think I.
Here's
eat
what I
better.
would recommend: instead of doing porn, just do camming.
Camming.
Yeah,
What's
like
do
just,
I beat off in
Rise the
webcam?
you just like it's like the new thing where you can go on My Free Cams and you find a hoe And
only women do that shit. So he'd be doing it for gay guys.
They need to get fucked. Like chicks need to get fucked.
No way. Women get on that fucking thing. There's no fucking way.
Yeah,
No way.
women and guys get on there all the time. Like, look here, ChatterBait is a popular one. Look, if you wait a long
Those
enough,
are two women.
No, that's a guy.
Those are dudes.
A guy and little Esther. Like
That's some Midwest shit right here.
Oh,
Wait a
no.
second.
And-
What are they doing?
No, they're talking, but if you tip them enough, they're going to start fucking, and they make a shitload of money. I know a girl. Now, of course, she's like one of the highest paid cam girls, but she's getting $40,000 a month.
Holy shit!
And there's a lot of people. This website that I'm looking at, ChatterBait, also they have couples, they have girl, they have transgender.
Oh wow, you're in, bro. No, I thought you were talking about him just jacking off in front of a camera. Then
That's
guys-
old school shit
You're talking
right there,
about
man.
Fucking, right.
Fucking,
But
man.
I can masturbate with a mask on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
I can make some cash.
You can do that right now, Brody.
All right.
Now
Get him a mask.
Now I'm going to hide this from the Ustream
Scared
viewers,
you.
but like, look, this is.
Oh, I don't need to
a
see
couple
that.
Right
We're just
here.
seeing his dick, man. We need to see
All
some.
right,
I
that's
don't
fine.
need to see
Let's
that.
find another one.
All right.
Look, here's two girls and a guy.
Is this live right now?
Yeah, this is live right now. You could tip them to do anything you want.
Now, anybody can see
I could
that,
do
or
that.
did you?
Like
Yeah.
where you just need it. Like I just need to be that dick
here's-
right there.
So wait, why? What's? It's not.
It's just a regular couple right now. Anybody can watch this.
Anyone can
Look
watch
at that
this.
guy.
Wait,
That's
which,
Earl. There's Earl.
wait, which one is the girl?
So this is real sex
Yeah,
happening
this
live?
is real. And dude, there's tons of it.
Well, you
dude.
send me some of these links.
Just go to chatterbait.com. Chatterbait.com. Boner
Is it a
pills.
masturbate, chatterbait?
Chatterbait, exactly. Chatterbait's like My Free Cams, except it has guys and girl.
I think these people go through auditions before there's like, all right,
Oh, look at that.
Wait.
Now that's
Jesus
live?
Christ.
Yes, this is live, and he's got a fucking Suicide Squad
you-
poster and a Deadpool poster. And he
Is
lives
that
in New
Lindsay
York,
Jennings?
obviously.
Wait, is that the guy from Jay and Silent Bob taking it?
She likes it.
She doesn't
No,
look like
she
she
doesn't
likes
look
it. She
like
looks
she
like,
likes it. She thinks she's acting like
doesn't
her.
know what's going
she's
on.
getting paid right now. She doesn't give a fuck.
She's probably retarded. Doesn't even know what's going
I
on.
know.
He
She
is
looks like she's
retarded.
retarded.
Can we go see that again, Brian?
Can you
I
get
gotta
the
see that
Wait,
again.
can you,
stuff
now look
on?
at this. See this pink thing that's coming out of her?
Wow, she's fucking sexy.
This is a thing that goes
That's
inside
sexy.
the vagina that every time somebody tips, it vibrates. And if you tip a certain amount, it vibrates harder and harder. So you're tipping just for her to get off. So
Well, she's horny right now, dude.
I gotta set
she
up
looks
one of-
horny. She's horny.
Where do these happen?
I
Is
love
this.
this.
Are these in
Van Nuys?
California?
it's all over the world.
they're
man.
all over the world,
Upstairs.
How many tokens do I have to pay?
man. Holy shit! Wait, that guy looked like.
I've been
Earl.
on enough of
Hey,
this.
it's
No.
Earl.
Oh, it is Earl.
It's Earl.
That's not me. I don't consent for my
What the
Yeah.
fuck is she doing?
Wait, that might be me.
Oh no, it's not.
He's
That's
not
it.
even hard. Look
No,
at that. He's not
dick's
even hard.
at all. Well, look at that girl's eyebrows.
This guy needs a dick pill. Rhino 9. Rhino 9.
So this is right
That's
now.
my
This
type
is right now.
there.
You could actually
That,
talk
hold
to
on,
him.
that's Skake's type. Freeze that.
That's my type.
Why?
No,
just
there's no big tits on that.
Draggy, saggy tits.
Sloppy poppy.
Sorry, Pam.
Poppy.
No, I mean, you're a woman. You're a woman.
Look at you think that shit. Look how bored that bitch is right
She
here.
looks super
Is that
bored.
Nicole Amy?
Where do they meet?
Where did they meet?
How about roast battle?
Huh?
Like these
Roast
girls seem pretty normal and they're okay being on camera. They don't care.
What's this guy?
They're getting paid.
What's this
dude.
guy digging for?
Oh,
Gold? Show the
Bro.
dick.
All right,
This guy wants to get into this shit
look at
right
this,
here.
these
But
guys.
I mean, dude,
Wow.
he look. Darren looks like he. Has, oh, wait! That's Earl. Earl. There I am.
Wait, that's the girl who works at the door now. What's her name?
It is.
Elisa?
Oh yeah. Holy shit! I thought it was.
Red Band, get this channel off. I didn't authorize for this. That's my type, though. Big sloppy jugs.
Oh wow.
Wait, does he have a fur
This is
coat?
this is interracial.
yes.
Would you
Oh,
want to get into
gross.
that shit?
Yeah, man.
Just white
Interracial all
bitches.
day.
Just
Look
white
at him.
bitches.
What do you think he's
White
gonna do? Albino porn?
Oh, look at this guy. Wait, is that
his
that
mod?
one actor? What's that actor's name?
dude
The
from
guy
Lord
from
of the
ER.
Rings.
No,
They all
ER.
sit the same Indian style.
It's McDreamy or whatever.
The fuck are they waiting
Noah
on?
Wild?
Noah Wild. That's who it was. Oh, here's Jade
They're hanging
Catapretta.
out.
Please, no
What
graphic
happened in
ones.
Here's
here?
Jade Catapretta.
Is there rap porn? Watch out.
Oh shit! Bad
Wait, that looks
Santa.
like Red Band.
That
with
looks like
the
a
Santa
tranny.
fucking- Looks
though.
like Mencia.
That looks like a
What?
man.
Don't say that too loud.
Don't
It's
say it
nice
too
room.
loud.
Say it 3 times, he walks in.
Oh no.
Hey! What are you guys watching?
That's my type right there. Big gut, big sloppy. Do they have to be naked on here?
No, they don't. You see, I've done chatterbait before, but I just
bet.
like put lotion on my cheeks and comb my hair and stuff like that.
Can you get just 2 guys plowing each other?
Yeah. Do you want to see that?
Hell
we
no.
can do trans.
Just for one
Let's do
second.
trans. Here's a trans.
Just to see how the other half. No, come on. Just say for a second.
Dude, that's not a bad tran. Look at that.
Got a great dick.
No.
I think I know him.
What did I start?
I went to leave to go leave, and my car didn't start, and I came back to this.
Oh, dude.
What's wrong with your car? Battery?
Huh? Yeah.
Do you have AAA?
Yeah.
Are they coming?
They will. Yeah.
I can give you a jump.
You seem to be handling it pretty
Now. What the fuck? Why'd we stop?
Oh man.
Oh no. We just want to talk about
Thank
your
you for
car.
that
real
intro.
quick.
Yeah, you know what? You actually motivated me, Red Band. Yeah, send me those connects, man. If I could get paid and do stand up, I think I'll be able to.
You could be the
sign up.
unknown. Don't get. Are you really going to go into porn?
If I get paid and can do
No,
stand up,
I would
You could
say
be the
don't do
unknown
it.
comic.
So you're
yeah,
gonna
the
fuck porn.
unknown porn.
You gonna fuck
man.
trans chicks now?
No, I'm not gonna fuck trans chicks, bro. Never.
Yeah, but they
that.
pay double.
Oh, fuck all the money, bro. I do it for
say that
pleasure,
now,
bro.
No, just slide it out the way, dude.
Oh,
I would say don't do it.
It's too much work.
No, just go for it.
Is that a guy or a girl?
These are all
That's a dude.
transgenders.
That's a
yeah.
big dick. Oh, is that?
You don't see all that dick stuff
It's
in
pretty hard to detect them though. Like a lot of these
Not
girls are
really.
really pretty. Look at this one, or guys, or whatever they want to be called.
Brody, thank you for that nice intro, by the way.
Oh, you got it.
How was the crowd? They have fun?
Hey, Danny warmed him up, man. He fucking popped it off.
Danny was great, man.
Oh, look at that hog.
Look at that. Look at this. What the fuck?
Oh man.
All right, let's see how lesbians do it now.
Okay, let's now look like.
Yeah. I'm in agreement. I'm the one who asked for that. I don't know why. That's why living in West Hollywood's affecting me.
Oh yeah, there you go.
This is happening right now.
Yeah.
You walked in at the right time.
Yeah, right time.
Boy,
bro.
That's it.
Yep.
Is that Jeff Richards? No.
Discotheque.
Whoa. Jesus, bro.
Oh wow.
Oh,
God.
The tapestries.
ruined my Olive Garden.
Come on. Come on, man.
What's this shit? Let's see what this is.
I have to say, I'm 36. This is the first time I've watched porn with other people.
Really? What the fuck?
You don't do
smoke
that
weed,
shit
you
in
don't
the
watch
South.
porn?
Black dudes don't do that shit. They don't sit around and watch porn.
They don't watch porn, but they fuck the same chicks in the same room.
Are you leaving too? Dude, come on, stay for the ass. Everybody's leaving?
Yeah, man. What? Like you guys don't like lesbians?
No, that's my shit. That's my shit. That's all I'd watch. But you should definitely.
Well, let's wrap it up.
I mean, you look like you have a huge dick.
Galern,
Oh, man,
why
it's
don't
the
you
biggest,
do your plugs?
Plug it up.
I wanted Skakes to know that this guy he's hard all day, every day. I'm like, get in the fucking porn.
Oh,
he wants to fuck every.
You look like a young Lexington Steele.
There you go.
Yeah, I know, bro. I should get into that lane real quick.
He's a little older now, so
yeah,
I'm
he's
sure they
getting
need
older,
the next.
so I should be his protege or
Or
something.
you look like a younger Mandango.
Mandango, yeah, he's old school style, man.
You got a huge cock.
research. You know
yeah,
what's
man.
up.
I've
That's
done
like,
it too.
Yeah, that's all the people I grew up watching, man.
Vince
you know?
Boyer.
Yeah,
Do you know you could
Brian
do that?
Pumper. I live in the valley, so I see him at 99
Mr.
cent
Marcus.
stores and
Do
shit
you know
like
you
that.
could do that? Like you
They go
know
there?
personally, you could do that.
Yeah, I know. Like hell yeah, bro. I can't wait.
So
I feel like I have a bright future. I feel like
it.
this is like the beginning of Boogie Nights.
Whoa! This is the end.
Yeah, Dirk Diggler, Darren
From
Davis.
Reseda.
Right around the corner.
Right there on
This is
Sherman
the
Way.
end when you meet
Yep.
a guy in a pickup truck.
You got
to
it.
jack
I
you
think
off.
it's
time to get into porn, actually.
Let's do it, man. I think we should have the crossover of comedy and pornos, man. Like,
Well, Jason Washington, my buddy, tried to do that. It doesn't fucking work out.
okay, how about if you're young and black and you're hot?
Well, he was young, black,
Huge
That's why you
dick.
gotta
and
do
then went into
cams.
porn.
That's why
What's
you
he
do
doing
cams.
now?
He's out of porn. He's fucking. But he was nominated. You know,
Nominated.
He's a good guy.
I know bullshit. Like, you
Damn.
know, he fucked everybody. Fucked
Yeah.
everybody.
It doesn't work? Damn, man. You just crushed my dreams.
No,
man.
you gotta. That's funny. He's full of shit. But I was thinking for real.
You got to pick
You'd think
one
it's
or
hard
the other.
all day. You'd have to fuck. You'd have to fuck everybody.
I'm
It's
3
like,
inches
you know.
and crooked.
I'm 2 inches but 7 wide.
All right, Galern, where
This
can
is
people
the
find
end.
you?
At Jason Galern Comedy Store. Thank you, Bri, for the buzz and the gig and a party. I laughed my ass off. Thank you.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, man. Danny, where can people find you? Good job tonight, Danny.
Oh, thanks. I guess you can find me on Facebook because I don't do Twitter.
All right.
Danny Williams.
You got to get into Twitter, man. Yeah, if you're a comedian, trust me.
I got a day job. I don't have time.
You got a phone. You got a bathroom stall.
Yeah.
Twitter's all day, man.
All right. I'm doing it.
All right.
Next time, I'll give you my Twitter.
Where can we find you, man?
Right now, you can find me on Facebook under Danny Williams. Just find a black dude with dreadlocks.
And you find him on. He was on recently on Kill Tony, and he killed it.
I love this.
Kill Tony. Earl Skakel.
On Twitter and Instagram, just at Earl Skakel, EARL.
Also a big dick, man. You guys could team
Well,
up.
I mean, that probably looks like a Chinese
could
guy.
tag
to
team.
those guys.
Tag team some chicks, man. It's cool.
Twitter and Instagram, Earl Skakel, and Inappropriate Earl Podcast.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a great podcast too. I was on it. Check it out.
And Red Band will be. I will be purchasing it. He will be helping me pick the new equipment out.
Oh yeah, Earl's
Veteran.
upgrading his old studio this week.
Nice.
Brody, where can people find?
Brodylicious.
Besides being the Prince of Periscope.
I'm around town. You can find me at the Comedy Store a couple nights a week. I'll be in San Francisco on the 24th of January. I think it's a sketch fest. Also doing Detroit on January 31st.
Where are you doing Detroit?
Doing a club there. Kirk Fox did it last week. It's a rock club that they're doing comedy in also.
cool.
So find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. And the Prince of Periscope. Yes!
Darren Davis.
What's up, buddy?
Where can people find you?
Oh, man,
Besides
you could-
Chatterbait.
Besides Chatterbait, all right, that's some real shit.
And his dick.
Let me plug the greatest open mic in the world. You can catch me every Sunday, except for the last Sunday of the month, at the Comedy Store for Show Up, Go Up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, anyone could come down to the Comedy Store.
And
and get
that's
stage
a
time.
really interesting open mic. It's not like your normal open mic.
Nope, it's
So if you're
madhouse.
an open micer in LA or visiting LA, check it out because it's a unique experience.
Every Sunday at 10:30, come through. 2 ways to get a Bucket of Destiny and the Bucket of Bar Tabs. Come through, put your name on a receipt, buy a drink, put it in the bucket, might get pulled up.
Awesome. Johnny Scordes, do you want to jump in there? And not only can you find Johnny in a hit action movie, where can people find, what's the movie? The movie is called fucking Brain Farts.
The Equalizer.
The Equalizer.
With Uncle D.
That's right.
At Johnny Scordes on Twitter and Instagram.
And you're all over the place, Johnny.
Yeah.
You're over here, you're over there, your car's over there.
My car's took a shit right now. Yeah, no, I got a movie coming out on Hulu called
really?
Dying to Kill with
cool.
this comic Dwayne Perkins and John Huck.
Oh, I know Dwayne.
Yeah.
And John, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, that come out December 9th.
And your Twitter
And-
is Johnny Scordes.
Yeah.
Easy.
Cool.
JOHNNYSKORTIS, I believe.
OURTIS.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
That secret
This
you.
was great.
Pamela Walt. Pam, you might remember her from, we did a mushroom podcast back in the day, her first time doing mushrooms. If you haven't heard it, search her on the DeathSquad.tv website. Pam, what's going on? What's new?
I don't know, man. Real tired.
She's real tired.
Ready to go to
Real
bed.
tired not getting that dick
Yeah.
on Chatterbait.
Yeah,
And
you
you
know
can
it.
find you at House of
House of Pancakes.
House of
Twitter,
Pancakes.
Instagram. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming out.
Had a great time.
Thank you, Brody.
Thank you, Brian.
I'll be just announced right now. Brea, California, December 23rd. 2 shows. Me and Dean Del Rey and George Perez. And then at San Jose, me and George are going to be there December 30th for 2 shows. And then Sketchfest in January in San Francisco. You can find all the shit at DeathSquad.tv. See you guys later.
Hell yeah.
The snake